I've open live video. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Technology, different technologies don't like to play in the
I see
sandbox
us.
together.
I see us. Oh yeah, my internet can't handle it. We're frozen. Hi everybody. Welcome back. Jessica Kirsch here. Let's see if it.
Hello, everyone.
Everybody. I don't know if they can even hear. Let's see. I think we're frozen to the so frozen. But we're live, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just. It's dropped 75% of the frames.
Oh, here we go. I can see us on screen now.
Whoop, whoop,
Hello,
whoop,
everyone.
whoop.
We're getting it. Don't worry.
We're getting close. Okay, I need to drop my Starlink can't handle it. It's like freaking out.
Come on, Elon. Pump up the juice.
Right? Okay, I'm gonna bump us down to like 2100 kilobits per second. Keyframes 2. Transition. Okay, we're getting clear. We are getting clearer. I think. Yeah, there we go.
Somebody said you're not frozen, you're good. Oh.
What? Really?
Well, hello.
Shut the front door. Really?
Thank you, Avery.
Wow. Avery. Oh my gosh. Jessica Kirsch. Okay, well, we'll roll with this. I guess it still says I'm dropping 50% of the frames. Let's see. Check. Just try to type in the chat and it won't let me send anything. So,
Well, your check actually came through. Maybe it's just like delayed
you're
a little
right.
bit.
I think there's just a weird delay. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Jessica Kirsch here, coming to you live from my trailer. I'm here with my friend Biddy. And look
Hello,
at her.
everyone.
Look at her adorable background. All decked out.
It's explosion. Yeah.
It's amazing. And
Thank you.
trying a lot of new things tonight with my setup. So
You got there though. Like you did it.
gosh, Biddy, that's a couple hours, and I should, like it just you'd think it would get easier, and it just doesn't. But I appreciate.
What's that saying about like learning 1,200 ways to how to not make a light bulb kind of thing?
Oh yeah, yeah. You just need that one time that it
Yep.
works, and you're like, boom.
Yep.
Okay.
And then usually because you went through all that trauma, you'll remember
Yes.
what not to do.
Yes. Yes. That's exactly right. Okay, let's see. It looks like I think we're not frozen. Are we frozen? Is anybody?
No, we look good.
Really?
Hmm.
It's like hard
I
for me
have it
to.
up on my screen, and I mean, I think we're good.
Wow. Okay, that never happens. The Starlink gods are with us tonight, apparently. Yeah, okay. Well, we're live. It's let's see. Biddy, you're on the East Coast, correct? It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold. It is definitely cold today. What do we have? 13 hours and 20 minutes until inauguration ceremony, please.
Oh my
Just
gosh.
get through it.
This is so exciting. Oh my god, oh
Thank
my
you.
god, oh my god, oh my god. Yes.
I know. I know. They keep moving the venue, like, say, for whatever reason. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I've heard, like, one of my friends was like, I don't care if he's sworn in the bathroom,
Right. I
whatever
don't
you
care.
gotta do.
Or if it's like exactly, or like
Yeah, just make it work.
on Air Force One or whatever. Doesn't matter.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, you guys. Oh, your followers are so sweet. They're like the sound and vid is clear, HD. Whoa, HD.
Really?
Seems okay. All right, so sounds like we're
Wow.
good.
Okay. And
Yeah.
you're looking at X, correct? Looks like
Yeah.
we've got, okay, then we've got, it looks like it looks like we might be live over on, I'm itching my armpit. There we go. Armpit itch.
On the tube.
On the tubes as well. It looks like maybe there's 8 people. I haven't been going live over there because of my signal strength sucking. Let me see here. Let me pull up the tubes on my other phone.
Oh yeah, we're good. We're
Ah,
up.
sorry for the loud noise. Actually,
What
stand by.
what?
1 second. I'm gonna turn off that air
Yeah, take
purifier.
your time. Hi Lloyd Williams. Hi Jim Murray over on YouTube. Matthew, what's up, guys? Booger check. Yeah.
Okay, I just have to show you this. Ridiculous. Can you see Mars right there? It's
It's
hard.
just a
He's hard to see.
smidge blurry, but I can see. Is he like underneath all the blankets?
It's my pussy. Mars, what are you
We
doing?
just gained 1,000 people in the
Yep,
live
it's
just
my
from that
pussy,
one
everybody.
statement.
This is my pussy, Mars.
Hi,
He's in a
Mars.
box.
He's all upside down. Be careful. You don't want to fall backwards.
I
Oh
call it
my
his
gosh.
couch. It's his couch. Mars, are you
That's
having
so
fun with your
cute.
couch? It's all the stuff from my car. All
I
right.
think they love, like, animals love to just be in whatever we were like wearing or touching because it's like they're hugging. They're
Yes.
hugging us. At least that's what I like to think.
Yes.
They're so cute.
All right.
What's he doing about taxes, homework? That's all he talks about is immigration.
That's a
Um, he's like leaning very heavily on the whole tariff talk as well. As he says, like, you can use it as a negotiation tactic where you'd say, like, well, if you bring the company back to the United States, which would bring jobs back to the American people, then I won't put a high tariff on the goods that are coming in from other things.
Oh,
So you
I
can use
just
it
lost
like
audio.
that.
Hold on.
um
You still there, Biddy?
oh, you can't hear me? I can hear you though. I'm here.
What
I
the
can
heck
hear you.
just happened? Okay, there you are. That was really weird.
It might have just froze for a second, but I think we're okay.
Oh wow. And now your audio is a good because that was it was low earlier. I don't know what's going on. Okay. You were talking.
Hello.
Yes. I hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. This is nuts. It only took like 3 hours to get set up. And
Sorry.
so yeah.
Yeah, I wish I was an expert on all things finance. I'm just go with what I hear, what I try to pick up. Like, I'm not even good at this whole crypto thing. Everybody's always talking about, you know, I'm not good at stocks. So when it comes to crypto, I'm just like,
Brr.
so if anybody has any good insight for a beginner, where to start, how to learn, I'm all ears because I
Yeah.
don't. It's like it might as well be talking to me in Chinese because I just can't grasp it. I never could.
I mean, I have been trying to learn the ins and outs of blockchain, and it seems like the moment that I feel like I have a wrap on something, there's like 8,000 new ones. It's like, oh, there's another coin that was released and it's on blah, 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 and people, I just try to listen.
Yeah.
It's like I listen into the X spaces to see if I can and I just write down all the stuff that they say, like the buzzwords or the keywords or whatever they're using
Oh, that's good.
to
That's not a
analyze.
bad idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And sometimes if I can't write fast enough, so I'll put it like I use a journal software called Day One, and I just like put just everything in there. And
Oh, that's cool.
I just try to type it as fast as I can, and then I go back to it like way later. Um,
Yeah.
but I feel like there's just so much to learn. And then
Yeah.
on top of that, there's AI.
Right.
All of
Right.
the different things, and they're like tools and automate your workflow, and it's just like I can't keep up. Do you feel like that at all?
I know. Oh yeah, totally. I understand the whole idea of AI kind of like a scanning thing where it'll give you, as somebody was like explaining it to me once, where it just kind of like a search when you do a search in Grok, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of scans the internet of all the relevant information pertaining to your topic, and it gives you like I guess it would give you what it sees
Okay.
the most often, and puts and compiles all the information and puts it into layman's terms and like bullet point. um, so I guess if you're thinking about that, like intermixing with crypto and buying stocks and all of that kind of stuff, and like to kind of break it down, maybe it gives you kind of like a consensus of what the talks are out there. Like, I don't know.
That's a
Like, I know you're
yeah.
supposed to buy low, sell high, and like you're supposed to have like an idea of like what's going on in the world, maybe to kind of figure out, like when everybody went home, because my dad's really good at it and he's tried to explain it to me and I'm just like, eh.
Yeah.
But when we went all home for um the pandemic, when we were all sent home, um there's a VPN that is like widely used, maybe not anymore, but it's still pretty strong, Citrix.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, my dad was like, okay, that stock's definitely going to go up because everybody's has to go home. So he bought a little, and then it rose. He made a couple of bucks, and then he got rid of it.
Oh, okay.
So there's like some you want to do like in and out, make quick money off of. Some you want to do like where you go long on it and like you kind of leave it.
Mm-hmm.
You take it going up and down, but eventually it's going to do really well, maybe, I guess. So, but that's the kind of stuff where I'm like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
how would you know? And I think you also, it probably would be beneficial if you have a good chunk of money,
Yes.
because then you have to worry about it, fluctuating. So,
Right. Right. The first thing that I learned with crypto is don't put money in that you aren't afraid of losing.
yes, that makes sense.
Like
It's kind
huge.
of like gambling
It's
a
definitely
little,
gambling.
you
Yeah.
know? Right, right,
Definitely,
right.
for sure. I own I own stocks in different companies that I believe in.
hmm
Tesla probably is the one I own the most of, and it's not that many, but I was just
Yeah,
telling
yeah.
somebody recently that I bought my first Tesla share in 2020 at 760 something dollars, 730 something
Oh,
dollars, and I sold it at the end of the month and made $74 in profit to put towards my paying my rent. So like I had to
oh my God. But I mean, you did well, I guess, for that was your
I
first one.
that was my well, I mean, I'd owned stocks before, but I'd never owned Tesla because it was always so like it got
Okay.
really high and then it did a stock split like 3 to 1, or it was in like well over $1,000, and um
hmm
you know
Yeah.
try-
Yeah. Because you'll also pay attention to it too, like on the daily, like updates on that company, what its trajectory is, as far as like, like certain things you have to get, like government
mhm.
subsidiaries. You got to get, you got to be in with these kind of people. You got to see what they're making. Does it make sense on the global scale and the national scale? Are there other things out there that are going to kind of make it irrelevant in the future that are
Right.
being like, so
Yeah,
it's a lot. It's I mean, that's why people have it as a job where that's all they do all day is
right,
just watch these kinds of things.
right. Real quick,
Some people get it so quick. Sorry.
no, no, real quick, Biddy. I wanted to put in the YouTube chat what your YouTube channel is because I know you have a YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/at Elizabeth
213 without the A.
213 without the A. Okay. And
Yeah.
then, so everybody, oops, we're dark on X, I think.
Oh,
And then
cool.
everybody
Oh,
over
I mean,
on.
not cool for that, but I seen it pop up in the YouTube chat.
I love it. Oh, booger check. Benjamin. I'm doing a booger check. Booger check. Means I'm looking for
No bat in
boogers.
cave.
No bats
Yeah.
in the grave, no bats in the belfry. I love it. Okay. Um, and then over on
Um,
X.
Brian said, "Were you?"
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, no, I'm sorry. I'm just like all like,
I love
like
it.
jumping
Keep
around
going.
like
It's so
this.
nice that somebody else is
Sorry.
talking. Oh my gosh. This is such a refreshing change of pace. I'm so glad that you agreed to stream with me because
I'm so glad you
I
asked me. I was like, really? Yeah.
yes. Okay,
You know.
Elizabeth.
Um.
Everybody go give her a follow. 213A.
Yeah, that's mine on X with the A. I had to do it because somebody took Elizabeth 213, which is very
Oh,
odd.
that's
When it's like
interesting.
when it's like your name with the number and then somebody already has it, I'm like, how?
Yeah,
But I
what? It
mean,
sounds like
yes.
an aircraft. Like we're gonna
Yeah,
get on aircraft Elizabeth 213A.
yeah,
Row
yeah.
one,
Everybody always
sea bay.
everybody always thinks it's like my area code or whatever, and I'm like, no.
Oh
It's
yeah.
it's actually my husband and my wedding anniversary. So I wanted
Oh.
it to be like in my little career, whatever I'm trying to do, I'm kind of taking him along with me. So I
Oh. That's
put
adorable. I love it.
yeah, yeah.
You and your hubby, you're so cute. That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay. So I titled this current events and
Yes.
so as we were getting ready, sweet Biddy asked how she can help. And I was like, well, I need to look up bullet points as to what's going on today in today's news. To just, I don't know, it's kind of fun just to discuss what's going on. Oops.
Yeah. Oh, Mars wants a little water today. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
He's
maybe he
over by the
does. Why does it
faucet.
say unable to connect? I think I lost it on X. What the heck?
um,
I did.
oh yeah. Yeah, it's a little off on X.
Content is not available. Well, then, boo.
Well,
What just happened there? Mars man. That was weird. It was like streaming just fine, and then all of a sudden, ew.
second compartment, row one, seat three.
Oh,
Your Uncle Yukon.
Uncle Yukon. What's up, Unky?
No,
Hi, Unky.
are we back?
I think we're back. I just, I'm using Restream through OBS, using OBS Ninja incorporated as a browser source on OBS, and Restream is going to YouTube and X, and holy bajolies, Batman. There is a lot of stuff going
Oh,
different places.
oh, here we go.
Let's see, is it still live?
We're back again.
Are we? Guess who's
We're back
back?
again.
Back
Back
again.
again.
We are back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back?
Really, tell a
Guess
friend.
who's back? Just to really tell a friend. That's
Right.
a really great
Like,
point.
actually do that.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
y'all want to help reshare this? That would be super helpful. Like, tell a friend. Oh,
Thank you.
Mars is gonna tell a friend.
Mars wants to be part of it.
Mars,
Yeah.
he's always crashing.
Mars is like, don't worry,
Crashing.
I got this.
Yeah, he's like, I got the potty. Hey, Mars, I'm gonna give him some water since you said that. Mars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Y'all, you're so good. You're like, does Mars want water? Every time we stream, I love it. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna repost.
He's so
Uncle Yukon,
cute.
I hope give Alieska some pets for me, please. I hope that you're staying warm up there, up in Washington. Um, let's see. Oh, I see a Elizabeth over here. Okay, so anywho, there's a lot going on right now in the world.
Oh my gosh. Walkie Talkie said, "Buy into the Hawk Tuah blonde crypto."
Oh,
Wasn't that the one that
it
like
was like a rug
what
pull
happened
or
with that?
something.
Yeah, rug
I
pull.
actually don't know. I didn't follow along.
Me neither. I just heard people saying like if you bought into that you're a dummy, and I'm just like, damn, if I was like paying attention, I might have thinking that she was gonna blow up on her new podcast or whatever.
Right? Was the podcast ever released?
Oh, is it a podcast?
Whatever
I
she,
don't know now.
yeah, something like that.
I think oh yeah, I think it was a podcast. I think it or it is.
Something
I
like
don't know
that.
when it's supposed to
Does
start.
anybody
Yeah.
watch the Hawk Tuah, whatever it is, podcast or show?
Haktua.
Hawk Tuah.
I don't know.
Anywho,
Let me
um, okay, I'm gonna type in, or I typed into grok, 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 grok. I can't believe that this is working. Wow, I am shocked.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, it's called Talk Tua.
Oh,
That's
that's
actually pretty clever.
clever.
Yeah.
Talk to
Um, oh, it did. It started. Does it say it started September 10th? Oh, all right.
Oh, mm,
Okay.
interesting.
For you Tua aficionados,
Let's see, walkie
here
talkie,
you go.
watch for the laughs. Is it funny? She's pretty funny. I
Yeah. Yeah, she's got like the shock factor thing going, of course.
mm-hmm.
Um, I mean, well, whatever.
Yeah.
I maybe I'll just like check it out just to see what it's all about.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna yeah.
What the hey, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, little X with that.
And it's on YouTube.
Oh, it's on
Oh,
YouTube?
little X. Yeah.
Oh my god, little
Did you
X.
see?
Yeah, on stage.
He's so cute.
Did y'all
He's just
see
hopping
that?
around like a little bunny.
Yeah, I know he's so happy. He's just so happy
Mhm.
to be up there with his dad. That's so adorable. Okay. Um,
Did you see Elon posted today? He was like, Mars is the new world or something like that. I thought of you.
no, I did not see that.
I was
Huh.
like, Jessica!
Mars is the new world. Like the new world order or something.
Oh gosh, I hope not.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So let's see. Yeah, I'm really bad at keeping up with Elon's posts because I have all my notifications turned off for all things, like even phone calls and such.
Because
Um,
it drains your battery. Because I have my notifications on for X, and I think I'm gonna need to like stop that.
I just wouldn't be like I would just be off in La La Land all day long, I feel. Um,
Yeah.
I don't have self-control like that.
Yeah, he like I know, me neither. I'm so bad with the phone. Like sometimes like even when I'm watching like a movie or something, I'll be scrolling, which is so bad. But
Um,
then like if I remember or I try to not, I put it aside and then I'm like, wow, I'm actually into this movie. This is good.
that's good. I do it right before
Yeah,
I
he
go to
posted
bed.
oh the bed scroll. Oh
It's
gosh.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mars wants to go
And it
sleep.
keeps me up. You would think it would like get you
Yes.
kind of like dozy or whatever, but it keeps me up and I'm just like
Mm-hmm.
opening all different platforms and just scrolling.
Yeah. It's like a doom scroll.
Mhm. Mhm.
Speaking of that, TikTok is back.
Yes, I know. I went on today. I was like everybody was like, "We're here. We made it. We're back."
It's so
What was it like
wild.
12 hours?
Something like that. And it's like they said President Trump brought it back, but it's like he's not even sworn in yet. So, I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I know that he did mention that he was going to do an executive order on his first day to extend the ban. This is what he posted on Truth Social,
Oh,
and
yeah.
this was
I joined Truth
today at
Social.
10 a.m. I did, yeah. I never open it. I've joined it a while back, but I just never go in there. So I was like, just for this, I was like, let me just see if he said anything. So it says, I'm asking companies not, he wrote like a whole thing, which is basically the top. I'm asking companies not to let TikTok stay dark. I will issue an executive order on Monday to extend the period of time. And then he also said something about the order will also confirm that there will be no liability for any company that helped keep TikTok from going dark before my order.
Wow.
So I guess there was also a worry about that where people would have to have waited until Monday for his EO, but
Uh-huh.
apparently he said, because I guess like the liabilities stuff will come after. I don't even know if he has the ability to do that, but apparently, yeah, because it came back up again, and
Wow.
Biden kind of like gave it over to him, like, and was like, "You deal with it,"
Right.
like he did. So who did it? Like, I don't know.
I don't know, but I want CapCut to come back.
What is that? I saw you say that before. I've heard of it. Like I've heard the name, but what is that? Is that
Well,
like a streaming
apparently it's
service?
owned by the CCP.
Oh,
It's a video editor, like a mobile video editor. There's one that I
oh,
used to use called InShot, and it was like 34.99 or something a year. And you can just
oh,
edit on your phone, but CapCut is like next level easy. You can even I have it for desktop. I have the pro version for, or I did for desktop. I have it for phone. I have for probably both of my phones, my Android and my iPhone. And yeah, that didn't come back. So it's I mean I was using Premiere Pro and Adobe, right? I've paid for the Creative
yeah.
Cloud for what forever since since
Hmm.
college. And it just
Oh, I
takes
remember. Yeah.
so long. Oh my God. And like to
Mhm.
render a video, yeah, CapCut is like boom, boom, bam, boom, boom, bam, boom. And they have all these pre-made templates and it just makes it really easy to do it and even do it on a
Mhm.
phone. Um,
You know what I use? I use for my video editing, and actually, I probably could use it on my phone. I don't really know. I've never tried.
mhm.
Maybe not. But anyway, it's called Wondershare Filmora.
Oh
It's
yeah,
super easy.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I saw that. I'm gonna write that down in my journal. Like I said, I write things down.
Oh, girl, you're preaching to the choir. I got a whole book here,
Yep.
always,
Oh, I
that
love
I'm
it.
like right
I
with. I
love
have
it.
I have like papers.
Yep. People make
This is like
fun.
when I do my music reactions, people must think I'm like semi-serious because I'm like, look, I have these lists of like people, like
I
all
love
those songs
it.
that people ask me to react to.
Oh my,
I keep a list. You would think it would be like in a nice, neat, like whatever. No, but
I
at
love
least
it.
it's here and it doesn't move.
Right,
So
exactly.
it's good. It's organized.
Yeah, you know where it is whenever you need it. I love it.
Exactly. But yeah, Wondershare Fillmore is very like user friendly, and I pay like $20 a month, which
Okay.
is, it's a lot more seep than what you were saying, but it's got a lot of great like AI stuff, and
Oh, that's great.
um it's really easy to use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love
Wow.
it. Every once in a while it'll give you a bug and you just got to restart it, but
No big deal.
not
I'll take a bug
usually
every once in a while. I'll take a bug every day if I need to. No big deal.
not.
Us guys journal
But
also
yeah.
says walkie talkie. Oh, really? All right. Oops.
Oh, sweet.
A lady in Florida
You
uses
know what I heard too? Oh,
what?
what happened?
Oh, I was just reading the looks
Oh, yeah,
confusing.
no, go ahead.
Oh yeah, Anki is talking about Windows Movie Maker. It's lagging. Yeah, it is lagging right now. I'm at 894 kilobits per 488 kilobits per second. We might drop stream, y'all, but we'll be back. I promise. Maybe.
Yeah, if we drop, just come back. Do you see this like fluidly or is it like all twitchy?
Oh, it's all twitchy. It's Twitch, McTwitcherson. Starlink, come on, baby. You're right outside. I moved to a new location. My trailer has been relocated to a new town last week.
Yes.
And I'm saving a little bit of money on rent each month and but I don't have the backup internet that I had at the other location. Not that that even you saw how laggy my stuff can be on
Yeah,
Roma's
yeah, yeah.
streams. We still laggy? This is the best way to find out.
I think
think we're
well,
back.
we're making a very oh here we go. We're up now, I think. Yeah, we're good. It was funny because we were frozen on a funny face.
Were we awesome?
But it was
It's always the best when it's like, uh. You know, or like a the like a
yeah.
you have to
And
cue
it's
it up.
always that, right? It's never like
Right. It's never like, hey,
it's
we're
never
like
like a cute
sexy.
pose, right? It's always like
It's
the nose.
always a bad pose.
One eye closed, one eye open.
Yeah. Like I'm having a stroke or something. Not,
Right.
yeah,
No, we're good.
we're good.
Everything is good. Although
Sorry.
I'm still laughing because I looked over at the exchange
Oh yeah,
and I
YouTube
just
was frozen. Little laggy
I just
again, says Space Labs over on X. Okay. Yeah, I'm at,
little
oh, we're
laugh.
at 560 kilobits. So, y'all, here's the thing.
Yes.
My
Yes.
Starlink dish is wonderful and lovely and everything, but it's, I guess, old. I guess it's old, and I guess it's not as like fast as the newer Starlinks. And uh,
Maybe on like take it off like the dish and then just do that like old school thing for like the Nintendo games. Remember you used to be like mad hard?
yes,
Like you were
yes.
actually doing something.
Come on, Zelda.
It
Come on,
worked
Zelda.
though.
Come on, Zelda.
Pop it back in.
Seriously, that's actually
Yeah.
that's
It
not a
might
bad
work.
idea. I should. You know what?
Maybe you know what though? There's probably a lot of like dust that flies around.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe it does kind of get like into the
It
crevices.
definitely gets in the crevices, and I also think it's I swear to gosh, God, that it is affected by the weather, the overcast, because the satellites.
Um,
I think in my
like the
version,
line of sight
yeah,
stuff.
line of sight. Um,
Okay. I know a
and
thing.
what? What?
No, the line of sight. I was
You know
like,
a
I know
thing?
a
Oh,
thing.
you know a lot of things.
No,
Mr. Laggy, let's
I
see.
have a lot of post-its and a lot of tabs
Oh my gosh,
that
me
help me look like I know things.
girl, I used to do the same thing with Post-its, and one day, like my whole life, I would even take Post-its and tape them to my body so that, like, if it's taped to my body, then I won't forget to do
It
something,
won't.
right?
Right,
And
right.
and then I wrote, would write stuff on my hand, and then it would wash off, and blah blah blah. And then one day I got a box or like clear plastic bins. I had three of them. I think that filled with journals and Post-its, and I took all my Post-its down from the wall, and I put them in the bin and closed the bin and said mental notes. And it's just sitting.
Aw.
It's great. I mean, I was like, yeah, one day I'm gonna get back to all this stuff, but I don't know. Now I'm looking up at my wall and I have memory cards taped to it from my camera. So I haven't
Yeah.
really improved yet at all. But I
I know. I know. I always have like that what do you call it? The New Year's resolution where it's like,
oh
you're going to do something whatever. I already tried to do like okay, I'm going to get healthy cuz I don't want RFK Jr. to come for me. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get healthy
yeah.
cuz that picture with him with the red eyes is fucking
Oh
terrifying.
my God.
So
If I
I'm
had a
like, you know
printer, I would
what?
print it out and put it on my fridge or my pantry.
I
Start.
know. See, I actually have a printer. I have printer paper. I don't have any toner, and I
Ugh.
refuse to buy it because
It's
it is
because it's so
so
expensive.
flippin' expensive.
It's
And I'm
so
like, F
expensive.
that noise.
Yeah.
I'll just write it all down.
Right? That's
I'd much
so
rather draw the picture myself.
I feel like that should be assessed. Like the ridiculous cost of printer
Yeah.
ink. Like I was buying it like secondhand for a while because it was
Oh, can you do that?
the
I didn't know
four
you
yeah
could.
because it was like a off brand or like they can refill it or whatever, and I would buy it on Amazon, not the like HP or whatever it was, but it was the four. It
Yeah.
required CMYK. Wait, what is it? CMYK in black? Yeah, CMYK or whatever. 5.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just too much. And it was like $80
Yeah.
for one round.
Yeah.
I'm like, who can afford
Mhm.
this
For
shit?
black.
I can't even feed myself.
No, we don't need printer ink. I'm good. But
Right?
yeah, so my New Year's resolution, because I already have that. I'm not gonna do the whole like get fit New Year's resolution thing because I feel like I just do it anyway. But my New Year's resolution has forever been try to remember things without Googling them. Like this year,
Oh.
try to do that more often.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so hard because you have to like retrain your brain. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
so quick to like my brain's like, no, you haven't even been trying to use me, so F you. Go ahead and use the phone. Like I'm sitting here and like you ever sit there and you get lost trying to you feel like you're trying to break into your own brain to like
About
look back.
75% of my day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for understanding what I meant.
Yes.
Because I feel like your questions are here at your mouth, and then you're trying to like get them up to your brain so you can like
Oh,
find the information that's up there, and it's just not getting out.
yes. I have that
Like
issue. I also have the reverse issue where it's in my brain and I can't get it out fast enough through my fingers when I'm like, I don't know, trying to
trying to type something or
type
do something.
something because a stinking
Hmm.
phone and this stupid little tiny keyboard and it's just sorry.
Don't even get me started. And then you have autocorrect, and then
Oh
you're
my
like,
God, I'm
damn
not
it.
ducking doing
Then you gotta
anything.
go
I am
back
not.
as you're trying to get your thought out.
Yes, I am ducking, doing nothing, ducking. Stop
Yeah.
correcting the F
And then my
word.
poor husband, I'm always like barking at him because like he'll say something right at the moment that I'm trying to type. And I'm like, babe. And he's
Yes.
like, what am I supposed to do? Not talk to you ever? And I'm just like, no, it's just so weird that you always talk to me as soon as I'm typing.
That's so funny.
Like,
That's so, and you have like, you're trying to get
but
your
I can't
thoughts
do
out, and
that.
he's
That's
like,
not
babe,
nice.
hey, what you doing?
No barking.
No barking.
Oh,
You don't seem very barky. I don't think so. Are you barky?
oh,
No.
you were freezing just a little bit.
Oh, hello, I'm frozen. I'm playing with the
Oh, no.
settings right now to see if I can
Oh,
figure out how to not have it be so laggy
you're good now.
for now. But
Yeah. For a second, you were like,
I'll try not to breathe.
Mars is just like watching the whole thing. Hi, Mars.
What's up,
Hi,
dudes?
Mars.
Oh, you can see him back there. Yep. He's with his
Hi.
lightsaber. Mars, are you excited for Trump's inauguration tomorrow? Blink once.
I'm excited.
You excited? I'm excited. I
I'm
feel
excited.
I feel proud, and this sounds dumb, but I feel like I woke up this morning, I was like, I'm proud to be an American again.
Aw, I
Seriously.
know. No, I know, and we should be. Like, I feel like for so long, like you can have like your difference of opinions and different policies and different things. That's fine. Like, like we all like discuss it, whatever. But like to hate your country, to hate your flag, to hate everything about it and say, like, I agree, there's a lot of things that need to change. There's been a lot of like really funky things that have gone on, in government for so long that needs to be reformed and fixed.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is things need to go back to the basics of it. Like go back to the
Yes.
Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and actually follow it. We'll be
Yes.
all right.
Yes.
Like they've been chipping at it for so long, and people think it has something to do with where we're founded, and that's what they want you to think.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not it. It's because they've deviated so much.
I mean, it feels like what is base level reality? I don't know anymore.
Right.
Seriously. Like
Right.
all of the opposite, all the gaslighting, that word is, I've never heard that
It's
word
so
used so
overused, but
much.
it's it,
Yeah,
it applies.
it
It really
does.
does. Unfortunately, it
It
applies.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we need to go back to books again. Like books that, you know what I mean? Like, oh,
Hmm.
well, everything's digital. No, I want like a dictionary, and this is what this word means. This is what this word means. Like you can't just change up the definitions of words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And if you think about it, that's done intentionally. So that way all of the documents and things like that. you won't understand how to read them. You'll need people to tell you what it means and how to interpret it. And that's another thing too, like interpretation. Like people will use loopholes and change the definition of things, and they'll
Yes.
they'll make it seem like it's very fluid that you can interpret this all sorts of ways. And it's like, I mean, I guess like that's kind of like when you go into law and stuff like that and you try to, use the law and find different ways around it so you can argue your case. But like when it comes to, the Constitution and things like that, it should be what this says goes. And
Yeah.
it has it, like for a lot of things like free speech and all other stuff, it hasn't been like that for quite some time. And we need to get back to that,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what's crazy too?
What?
I found something I was like looking it up and like before this, and it says Inauguration Day used to be held on March 4th.
March
Can you imagine?
4th.
Yeah, it says it would. That's usually when the presidential term would start. And the 20th Amendment, ratified in 1933, moved the start of the president's term inauguration to January 20th.
What?
Can you
Really?
imagine if we would have had to wait till March 4th?
Oh
Like
my
I
God.
think I'm like I'm
I don't know if I would have
like throw up
survived.
thinking about it. I know.
Like,
I feel like this took forever. When I see that, I was like,
yeah. It's like
thank
counting
God.
down the date, like counting down the
Yeah.
breaths of air.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I seen people on X posting like this many hours left, and I'm like, bro, I'm literally counting minutes over here. Like I can't
Like
even deal with this
this
anymore.
is crazy just thinking back to this time in like 10 years or, if we make
Hmm.
it, we will. But
No, yeah.
I've been like I used to be a big optimist. I was like, yeah,
Aw,
the world is awesome. Like, future's great. We have so much to
yeah.
look forward to. And I don't know, just past year or something, things changed. Like,
I know.
and I don't
I
want it to
know.
be like that anymore,
Me neither.
you know?
But to be honest, like the people that want to that do these kinds of things, that put toxins in our minds and stuff like that to kind of like crumble us, they want us to lose optimism. They want us to lose faith.
Oh,
They
that's
want
such a
us to
good
just
point.
be like, oh, whatever, just do whatever you're gonna do. I can't take it,
That's
like,
such a good point. You're so right, Biddy. That's exactly what they want.
yeah.
That's been
It's
the
just it sucks. Like I'll watch movies and I'll see like movies from like other countries, or and you'll see like the beautiful landscapes of that area and all the beautiful culture, and then you'll just see like maybe there's like, I don't know, bad people that are in that area that want to do harm to the people, and they want to exploit them, and they want to covet all the money and all the
Mhm.
power and all this other stuff. And it, like, I get like my heart just breaks for all of it, because I'm just like, can you imagine how wonderfully beautiful this world would be with everybody just embracing their cultures and just being
Mm,
able to just live their lives without like these overlords like constantly like in your business, like.
yeah.
And it's kind of like a double-edged sword too, because like, yeah, you want the companies, you want this. We can't necessarily go back to like living in tents, and I mean it would kind of be cool, but
I mean, if
you
they'd
know
stop spraying stuff from the skies, I feel like we'd all be better off outside in the tents. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
And that's another thing too, like what's that about? Like what is that? Because I
What?
know you were like,
Oh
I know,
God. I was,
I know you were like clocking that for quite some time, and I was just
yeah.
like,
Like
just another thing.
I thought about it and it's like, and the more research I've done on it, like I was gonna put like compile all the stuff and all the videos and the photos, and I was just recording one earlier today that had just finished spraying and like darts off, and then it like does the same. These aircraft do the same thing. They finish and then they go real high in altitude and they either come back around for another spray somewhere else in the sky or they leave depending on like if they're out or whatever. But the more research I do, the longer I realize that this has been happening. It's just been ramped up like crazy over the past year or 2 years. And I just
Yeah,
happened to move to a farm in the middle of nowhere this year for 6 months. And on a farm, you see everything. I mean, everything. And I was driving um, back and forth down to Texas, and just I saw a bunch of different states, a bunch of different skies, a bunch of different things. And I was the kid who was always like, "Oh, that cloud looks like a dinosaur. Do you see it? It looks like an alligator. Do you see it?" So
Yeah.
I've constantly been looking at the sky my whole life, and
Right.
the clouds, like if we have a day of just beautiful cumulus nimbus clouds, like white puffy clouds without any spraying.
Like the Simpson clouds. Yeah.
Yeah, the Simpson cloud, right? Like that is rare. That's a rarity. Like when it happens, I'm like, "Oh my God. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh." Like this is there, and it's just it's crazy because
Yeah.
anyways, our RFK is hopefully going to address it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like what it do they explain like what it is that they're trying to do? Are they actually saying they're spraying stuff for like fields? Are they trying to Does it have anything to do with cloud seeding? That's something with lasers, right? Or I don't know.
Cloud seeding, as far as I know, to the best of my knowledge, cloud seeding utilizes silver iodide, which I guess supposedly isn't bad for us, but I don't know for sure. So all this stuff that's being released into the atmosphere, number one, all of the companies are immune to be litigation.
Right,
So
right,
if
right.
it's ever proved, so it's the same thing as like the vaccine stuff. Like if it's ever
Mhm.
proven that it causes harm, no one can be
They're
held
not
accountable.
liable. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Number two is they don't have the research on its effects on people and the environment other than like what World War II, or maybe one of the wars, when they did um cloud seeding. Like that's when they first learned, I guess, about, or they started learning about cloud seeding, and they flooded wherever, I forget where they were.
Oh, Vietnam War.
Yeah, Vietnam. There we go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So they
yeah.
caused a huge flood, and
Mhm.
it's a lot like, ooh, it looks like YouTube dropped. It's a lot like Dubai had that crazy flood just a couple years ago. Um,
Oh,
like when
yeah.
the
You see,
airport
like, so much stuff has happened, and,
and
like, I
yeah,
freaking
and
forget everything.
right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
That's not normal, I guess? Was that the
no,
one where it's like, it's not?
it's not.
Okay.
It's not, because it's, let's see, I'm trying to get I'm playing around with the kilobits per second here because YouTube is down, but I can't, I think we're still
So
live on X. Anyways, um, so cloud seeding, basically, all that, to the best of my knowledge, all that there is an aircraft. Like for example, I've heard that there's, I don't know if it's one company or 10 companies or whatever, that owns like a fleet of 300 aircraft that were commercial aircraft, and they still have the writing on the side, like UPS or FedEx or American Airlines, but they've modified the inside of the aircraft to carry these tanks of stuff that they're, putting out. And then there's just these small little nozzles, I should say, um, beneath, like you wouldn't be able to see them from unless you have like a zoom lens or up close. And,
right, right,
it's like it's that, like, not to the naked eye, it's almost impossible to see.
right,
So we're really just basing it on, does it stay in the sky for a long period of time, or does it dissipate? And
right,
people are still convinced that contrails are the same thing as what they're spraying, and it's not. So cloud seeding and chemtrails is they are, like, they utilize the same dispersion.
or mesh method. Yeah,
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 same dispersion. It's
but it's
just
different stuff.
different makeups. Like the chemtrails are, the whole solar radiation management, or solar radiation management project by Bill Gates, is that he
I
wants,
was gonna say he wanted to do the dust thing to block out the sun,
yes,
right?
and
Yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
pretty sure he's successfully doing it, because at least where I've been, the sun is not out quite like it used to be. Um, and also uh the place is, different. You can see the dust in the sky and stuff at night. And sorry, I can go on and about that, but
No, 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 no. Go ahead. I was just trying to look up something while you were talking.
yeah. Let's see. That's
Because I wanted to, because during the pandemic, right? Because
mm-hmm.
I work in the medical field. I'm not clinical. I just work as like customer service.
Mm-hmm.
But during the pandemic, everybody was told to stay in their homes, right? Everybody stayed, like most people stayed home because
Mm-hmm.
they were told. A lot of people stayed home because they were afraid. Most people were indoors. Ergocalciferol, which is like prescribed vitamin D,
Mm-hmm.
like 10,000 units, vitamin D3. Everybody was getting prescribed that. Like literally everybody that I was talking to on the phone, they were had that on their medication list.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
probably exaggerating. Maybe it's not every single
No, I
human
get
that I
it.
spoke
I get
to,
it
but
though.
it was a lot. Um, and it didn't click
Uh-huh.
at the time, but now looking back, or a little later on looking back, I was like, wow, that's because everybody was at home.
Yeah,
Like, and
inside.
everybody was becoming vitamin D deficient.
Wow,
And
that's so
like,
interesting.
right? And it's not like, okay, just go to the store and get Flintstones with vitamin D,
No.
or like, whatever.
Yeah,
Like
no.
you needed the prescribed,
Yeah.
like I think it's like 50,000 units. I think I might even be bugging on the 10,000. I think it's like 50,000
Yeah.
units.
I've been taking
Yeah.
10,000 a day.
Yeah. I'm telling you, and that one, so that was like once a week. So yeah, that makes sense. Um, but vitamin D deficiency, the side effects. So that's what I was trying to look up. Bone pain and weakness. So in children, it can cause weakened bones and abnormal development,
Ooh.
like rickets, muscle weakness and pain, fatigue and depression, which makes sense,
Yes.
and then increased risk of diseases like certain cancers,
Yeah.
autoimmune diseases, cardiovascular, metabolic issues,
Hmm.
like all these things. So vitamin D is huge,
It's
and
huge.
we should be getting that from the sun,
We should be getting that from the sun.
as I say when
Exactly.
I don't go nowhere.
No,
But
I know, but like, somebody posted, his name's like Dr. Simon Goddick or something. He posted a picture in the 30s, I think, of sun decks in hospitals. Like
mhm.
hospitals used to have sun decks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I reposted something like that. I think just yesterday or the day before somebody posted, I reposted it.
Hmm.
And I was just like, interesting, dot, dot, dot.
It's so interesting. And then
I'm
also,
such a poet.
I
But yeah.
no, I mean it's there's another thing that I remember I reposted his post about the Sundex, and somebody in the comments said, um, if you're in the hospital long term, they won't even take your vitamin D levels anymore.
Wow. Because they already know.
They already know.
That's insane.
So, like, you want to, like they brought all these people in, they got incentivized to put them on ventilators and use and remdesivir or whatever, $1,300
Mhm.
per 9 days, and they killed them, like it was, anyways.
Mm-mm-mm.
Um, but they,
Yeah.
like one of the best things they probably could have done is get them out into fresh air and put them in the sun.
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Yep.
with this solar radiation management that Bill Gates is talking about, okay, this is the theory to the best of my knowledge. So stratospheric atmospheric injections. So they're
Mhm.
injecting this stuff that's toxic to our neurological system as well as our lungs and everything else. And that's also killing crops, trees, animals, everything.
Mhm.
It's killing everything.
Mhm.
It's doling us down, like it's doling us down
Yeah,
and
yeah.
causing us to be more weak. And there's nothing we can do about it because we're inhaling the air, right? Um,
Right.
so the theory, like when I read about it, it's injecting reflective materials, including metal shards, glitter. Oh God, there was so much glitter in the samples that I took. It's insane.
Really?
Glitter, yes, like um, s- silver glitter, like what you buy at the craft store.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, all kinds of stuff that's reflective. So basically, it's like whitening the sky. So the sky
Right.
is no longer blue like it used to be, right? And so
Yeah.
the theory is, well, it's going to reflect they're also doing marine cloud brightening. It's not just over the ocean, it's everywhere. There you can see on radar when you can look at two different colors of clouds on radar
Mm,
now and see
mm,
where it's been trailed. But the reflectivity is causing people's eyes to worsen. Like
mhm.
drivers aren't able to see as well. People in general are just like if it's
It's
so
like the contrasts are off because it's like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and
Okay.
it's messing with people. Like
Mhm.
it's causing permanent damage to people's retinas. So there's that, but also it's supposedly depleted the ozone layer like down to
Oh,
like
perfect.
30% of what it
Right.
was the last time it was measured. I That's a scientific fact that I need to have. I don't come with this, or
You have to like,
I don't have
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
receipts right now, but
No, I mean, this stuff is it's a lot,
yeah,
that's why there's so many different departments and people go to school for years and years and years and years, and they have to continue learning because everything is
yes,
ever changing.
yeah,
I just wish, like, I get why people because if you think about all the different events in history that went down before science and technology was really, implemented to affect nature and whatnot. Like, it's
mm-hmm,
it's going to be what it's going to be. Like, climate is going to change. It's going to,
yes,
like we at one point had we were in the ice age,
mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm,
We've been warming since that point,
mm-hmm,
and the most people will survive because we're in a warmer climate.
mm-hmm,
If it's everything is frozen, nothing's going to grow and all that
right,
other kind of stuff. So, but I'm not an expert. I'm just thinking with what I'm just
mm-hmm.
my own kind of like, I don't want to say common sense because I don't know if that really applies, but
No,
I guess
yeah,
kind of like just a little like.
yeah,
And there's like another thing that I was wondering about. I don't know, and this is from a movie, so don't come at me. I didn't look this up,
y'all don't come at
but
me.
don't come at me, please. I'm just asking a question. I'm inquisitive.
Yeah, go.
What's that movie where it's with Dennis Quaid and it's like the day after tomorrow. Have
Oh.
you ever seen that movie? It's actually a really good movie. I
I
like that movie.
feel like I have. I'm just trying to think of which one it was the day
Okay,
after.
so it's with Jake Gyllenhaal,
Oh,
who
Jake
plays his
Gyllenhaal.
son.
Okay.
Yeah. And what
Awesome.
happens is like they go into a new ice age, basically. Like all this weather happens, everything
Yeah.
freezes over, all this crazy stuff, right?
Yeah.
In the beginning of the movie, when he's talking about how much fresh water is dumped into the ocean
Uh-huh.
that can cause a desalinization thing
Uh-huh.
that happens,
Uh-huh.
right? So, and that could drive the extreme weather. Okay,
Okay.
so that's something that's said in the beginning. Again, this is from a movie.
Yes, of course.
I don't know.
Right.
Anybody in the chat knows, let me know. Remember how we learned from LA when Trump was talking about the the melting that happens in Canada or wherever, and flows down and it's being rerouted into the Pacific Ocean to save the smelt fish that could be going down California to help and give more water. This is the
Okay.
claim.
Okay.
So why are we putting fresh water? Why are we routing it into the ocean if that's an issue of desalinization? I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
a
yeah.
question.
I don't
It's
know.
something that came into my head, but I'm like, if we're so worried about climate change and like all these kind of like effects and different things, and we have this information, you're saying that like you're doing this like environmental issue, but you're also saying you're for like, you know learning more about climate change. Like, it's all in this bubble that like people like Newsom and all of them are like in, where they want to do all these things.
Oh
But it's
gosh,
like,
yeah.
if that is part of it, then what are you doing? And
That's
again,
that's the
I could just
thing.
be totally off
Well,
the
that's the
wall,
thing. It's
but
like
I'm
it's
just
opposite land. Like it's all
yeah,
opposite land. Like okay.
yeah,
So as far as I know, the earth we go through ebbs and flows. Like the
yeah,
temperature goes up, the temperature goes down. Like
right,
all but the extreme weather events that we have experienced in the past year, particularly, they've been really extreme. Like catastrophic. They have a like different new levels of based on like catastrophic, uh, like how to say it's a catastrophe. Like it's they don't
Right.
like they have to like go above that word.
Right.
And
Right.
um, as far as I feel, the reflectivity that is blocking the sun from reaching Earth is also going to reflect back to Earth. All the reflective material is not just going to reflect it back to space, it's going to reflect it on us as well. Like that's what
Mm.
people, like if it's
Especially
reflecting.
if it's particles that is like spinning.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
our air. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's getting brighter outside. Like it's getting way brighter. I don't know if anybody drives at night, but if you like my headlights will hit a I don't have a car right now, right? But if your headlights would hit a sign on the side of the road, it's like blinding. Like blinding.
Mm. Mm.
And um and then it like the fog, that weird fog, you know?
Remember that too? I forgot about
Yes.
that.
Yes, the weird fog, and then these fires, some were intentionally set, right? Or like whatever, arson.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and then tornadoes in places that don't get tornadoes ever. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and the hurricanes, I learned something else that was really interesting. So this may not be applicable to today, but somebody told me in the past that insurance companies would not make homeowners pay a deductible if the hurricane came on shore as a category 5, which is the highest category, right? Like
Okay.
basically nothing is left. Like everything is gone if it's a
Is
category
that
5.
is that because they're like subsidized? The insurance companies was subsidized by the government through like.
I don't know exactly why, but I did watch a documentary last night on something called cat bonds, which is catastrophic bonds that
Oh wow.
yeah, companies actually it comes from Hurricane Sandy from New York City and how they didn't have enough money. Anyways, I don't know exactly why. And this may not still be true, but basically with cloud seeding, there's like patented research and papers and there's so much on it that it's like crazy that people still think that this stuff doesn't exist. Um,
Right.
that
Right.
they can fly above a hurricane and they can weaken it by injecting whatever. They can weaken it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, and then, like people are like, well, you can't steer storms and all this stuff. Bullshit. Sorry. Bullshit.
Well, because if you think about it, right?
Hmm.
Nobody's up there with a little wheel. No,
Right. And
that's not what we're
it's not
saying.
like a
Oh,
joystick. No.
right. When the hurricane gets closer to land, it weakens, right?
Yes.
Okay. When
Yes.
it's over the ocean, it picks up more
Picks it
speed.
and if the ocean is
And it
particularly warmer because the reflectivity in the atmosphere is creating the sun
okay.
to be stronger because of I don't know if you've
Mhm.
noticed in the past year-ish, it feels like the sun is
Mhm.
like right here.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
wish I could say I know, but I am literally a hermit.
okay,
Like,
well,
it's so bad.
it's
It's so
okay.
bad. I have to go outside. I was even gonna go outside and play in the snow today, and I
Oh,
didn't
well, it's cold.
because 'cause I'm a child.
It's
I know,
okay.
it's cold.
It's okay.
Yeah,
And one of these days we'll get you out
I know.
somewhere.
I'm gonna come visit you. I
Come
will.
down here.
Um,
There's being a
yeah, I'm gonna
beach. Come
there's,
on
like,
down.
there's lots of sun.
Yeah,
But
come on
no,
down.
but yeah, so, like, if you think about it, right,
Mhm.
if the hurricane is spinning and you have something that can weaken an area of it, wouldn't something that is trying to develop energy
Mhm.
push itself towards something that's going to give it more energy? Like I would think like something that's full of energy would want to eat more energy, like to keep it
Mhm.
alive.
You mean
That's why it keeps
like
swirling
like
in
the
and out.
physics of like an object in motion will remain in motion until it collides with
Yes,
the equal
Isaac
or
Newton.
opposite
Right, right.
reaction?
Hmm.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not a scientist.
No,
I don't
no.
know. I'm just applying some like ideas to the whole argument of it. Like, and
Yeah.
in my gut, it's telling me that yes,
Yes.
I think so.
I wish I could come up without crashing the stream, but I would love to show people the radar that somebody introduced me to that there's places specific places in South America, in the Caribbean, that they these cloud formations basically spin up like daily, all the time, like same locations. And I have, screen recording and screen recording and screen recording of it. And it's like, what is going on in those locations? Is
Yeah.
that like
Did you ever post it on your ex? Because I feel like you
I
did. I
did
might be able to
I did post from Hurricane, it was an R, Raphael, I think. So
okay,
Hurricane,
let me look
yeah,
because
thank
I can
you.
share my screen if you want me to,
Please, yes, go ahead. That'd be
because then I
great.
can
That would be
okay,
so
so
helpful. And yes, thank you. Hurricane
you're welcome.
Raphael spun up within like I remember watching it happening, and I even like zoomed in and showed the vortices, the horizontal vortices that were forming in this very short time period in the Caribbean. I think it
When
was
did you post it? Do you remember what day? I'm gonna
I
scroll down.
have to be I think it was the day. Let me look at when
Well, today's
Hurricane
Sunday.
Raphael.
Today's
Raphael.
oh, this is okay. This is old.
It was, let's see. Let me see when Hurricane, it was 2024 October, no, sorry. October 20, let's see, significant organization by November 3rd. So yeah, it was November 3rd-ish of
Okay,
2024.
so
So
let me.
are you able to search?
I did this once before where I put in somebody's name and then I put in like the date or the month and it
Mm-hmm.
gave me
Oh, heck yeah.
yes, it works.
Oh,
So if
boom,
just so you
boom.
guys know, you put in the person's name and
Uh-huh.
then like the month and
Uh,
it'll give you all their feed from that month. Just
wow. Okay, that's
yeah, yeah,
great. Woo,
yeah.
woo, woo. That's awesome. Good to know.
Okay, so we got good luck on. Oh my gosh, I love your robot costume.
Oh,
Well, it's not
thank
costume,
you.
the onesie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah. That's
That's like I first met you. You were in
really. Oh,
that.
that's right. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
wearing it that day. Oh my God, that's so
Yeah.
funny. I wore it for like a week straight, or maybe even longer. I was just loving it. That's so
It's
funny.
really
Yes.
cute. Oh, I want okay, okay, okay. I'm just
You're
searching.
good. You're good. I'm chilling. This is so nice to have somebody to talk to, and it's just really nice. Really, really nice. Oh, you know what? I think I found it.
Oh, you did?
My earlier weather mod post. Yeah, because here we go.
Okay.
This one is Hurricane Raphael's track.
If you want, DM it to me on X and then I'll pull it up.
Let's see. This is the track, but this is not when it first formed. Let's see. I just typed it into Google, I think.
Okay, common seed. Okay, so Spaceless says common seeding agents include silver iodide, dry ice, and potassium iodide. These materials help in the formation of ice crystals or water droplets.
Okay, here it is. Yes, this is it.
Sweet.
Okay, let me open up.
Guys, if you wanna talk in the chat, because it's something that a lot of people have trouble with. So in case you didn't know, you gotta click on the actual stream itself, like click on our faces and open the whole live up because you can watch the live in the feed and not open the whole thing, and then the chat will open up, just in case you want. You.
Good call. Thank you so much, Biddy.
You're welcome.
It is confusing for
It
sure.
is. Yeah. It gets
Okay,
I wish it was like a little more.
I'm gonna have to send it on. Is it okay if I send it on? Let's see. I'm sending it on Messenger because my Discord is closed because of my, um,
Oh, yeah, 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 no problem. So
because
you're
of
sending it
my
on
speed.
X Messenger?
Oh, I could do that. Let's see. Do do do. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I don't think I've ever DM'd you on here before. It's gonna be a first. How cute is that? Let's see. Y'all, if you're not already following Elizabeth213 A. A.
Hey.
A. Okay, here we go. There it is.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so that was November 5th. And yeah.
Hey,
Please
there
someone
it is.
explain this tropical storm that popped up last night and it was election day. Haha, look at that.
Wow. Okay. All right. So now what? Now I go here, share a screen with others. That sounds right.
Sounds good. I'm so
Um,
excited. Yay. You know, my bandwidth will remain crappy, but still, thank you.
you're welcome. Okay, here we go. That's it right there. This tab. Oh, look at how freaking cool we are.
Oh my gosh.
Do you see
Oh
it?
my gosh. Look at that.
Okay, should I?
Okay, let me see.
Oh,
I
okay.
let me see if I can make that bigger. Let me. Oops. Let me duplicate you. Copy and paste you. Paste and then increase you. Oh wait. Okay, so temporarily I'm going to have your face is going to be hidden for a second. Okay. No, it's still there. You're on top of me. Okay. All right, bring it on. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All
So,
right.
it should anyone here?
Here you go.
I can't tell if anybody is able. Yeah. Okay. So, this is the I don't know. I call it the Ramby, even though there's no I in it. Ramby slider. And
Okay.
we're looking at the Caribbean. And let's see if it'll. There we go. Okay. So there, yep, I circled it. See those horizontal vortices? That stuff developed in like an hour. Insane. That was insane. And that was headed to Texas, and a cold front intercepted. And I'm learning that it can't. Look at those vortices. Like,
Yeah.
what? And it just happened to be happening over, in the middle of the night when the vampires and I and Biddy and everybody else are awake.
Wow.
Right?
Can hurricanes get feed off of each other, or do they usually lose strength if they get too close,
You
or do
know,
they bounce each other? I don't
I
know.
honestly don't know enough about hurricanes. I didn't grow up near the water, and but I just have happened to be studying the trails in the sky and looking for the trails on the radar like all the time. And
Mm.
during hurricane season, when I came back down here, isn't that nuts?
Yeah, that looks so trippy. That when it zooms in,
Yeah,
it's right here.
yeah.
Poor Jamaica. Jeez.
I mean, it's
Do
just
you know some
crazy.
lady on I talked to on the phone? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're
Um,
fine. Okay, let's see.
I meant to look this up and I didn't because I keep forgetting. But some lady I talked to on the phone who's from Jamaica, because
Mhm.
I'm in customer service, right? I don't even know why we got into this conversation, but as you could tell, I'm like a jabbermouth, so probably we
I
just
love it.
got there.
I love it.
Yeah. Like even to like the patients, I'm just like, did you know?
I
But
love it.
so she told me that apparently Florida, or the people in Florida, whoever has like they control, weather, like extreme weather
Mhm.
prevention, to like how they build in Florida, the buildings and stuff.
Mhm.
She said that they got information from people in Jamaica because they're always dealing with this kind of weather, and like I guess it allows it to sway so that way
Oh,
something like
the
that.
building materials.
Yeah.
Okay, that would
Yeah,
make
yeah,
sense.
yeah. So it's more flexible. Kind of like how when you think of like skyscrapers,
Yeah.
they sway so
Oh,
they
they
don't
do
break.
sway. Yeah.
Yeah, it's freaking trippy. Like you forget too, like when you're from New York, I worked in the city
Oh
in
God.
Manhattan for
Yeah.
like almost 2 decades, and a lot of the times you're just like speed walking to your next wherever you're going, and
Mhm.
you see people like tourists, and they're always like looking up. And usually you're like, get out of the way, because you only have like
Yeah.
30 minutes
Right,
for
right,
your lunch
right.
and you're trying to get
Yes.
somewhere, and there's gonna be a line.
Yeah.
But like you forget, and then when you look up, it is so crazy. You can actually kind of like see a little bit, like you feel like
Yes.
you're gonna fall backwards when
Yes.
you look up.
It's like vertigo. Have you ever
Mhm.
been in a skyscraper when it's swaying?
No, I went into the Statue of Liberty though.
Ooh,
That scared the bejeebus out of me. I
really? Wait,
Yeah, because
we
when you go up in it, in the
uh-huh.
body, you're on a wrought iron spiral staircase the
Oh,
whole way up the body.
oh
And
god. Ugh.
it's like this. It's like really small.
Ooh.
And I was young then, so I was like very slim and but I was holding on for dear life. So you can't if you decide that you can't do this anymore, people are right behind you. There's like a whole line behind you
Yeah, you
coming
can't
up.
turn
So you
around.
can't turn around.
Oh my
So I
god.
finally got up. I didn't even look out the crown. I just turned right around and went back down. I wanted to
I don't blame you.
vomit.
I don't blame
I was
you.
like, I need out of this
I
place.
don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you at all.
And you could see the whole inner body like of the Statue of Liberty too. There's no like
Wow.
walls or anything. Like you're in this staircase and you're looking at like the body of her.
That's
Yeah, it's
wild. That's wild.
yeah,
Do you mind
yeah.
unsharing your screen so we can see your pretty
Oh,
face
yeah.
again, please?
Yes.
Th Thank you for sharing
Um,
that. That was super helpful.
oh, you're welcome. How do I Oh, stop.
There we go. There she
I'm like, "How
is.
do I?" And it
There
says
we go.
stop. Hello.
Yeah, thank you for doing that on your end. That was
Oh,
really
you're welcome.
helpful.
Absolutely.
Let's see.
Um,
Fujiwara. Um, oh, Andy. Hi, Andy. I'm trying
Hi,
to
Andy.
test. Uh, oh yeah, I
Un
should put this on
Uncle
too.
Yukon is really cool. He's on YouTube saying stuff.
Unky saying Fujiwara
He
effect.
said active hurricane seasons where multiple storms form back to back often raise the question, can two hurricanes merge? While the phenomenon is rare, it's not unheard of, and it's called the Fujiwara effect. Oh,
Thank you, Unky.
yeah, thank you.
Miss Jessica's Starbase live streams. Yeah, I should speak on that real quick. Uh, side
Oh, yeah.
side note. Starbase is no longer uh accessible like it used to be, Unky. So I can't just go on the side of the road and park and stream for 12 hours like I used to. So that was something that has kind of kept me away from live streaming for a little bit because everyone expects that kind of stream, but it's just we can't do it anymore. So like the glory days of Starbase, I call them, I feel are over in terms of being able to
Oh,
do those streams. And but it was a good solid 3 years,
yeah.
and we had a lot of
Is it
fun.
like a security thing?
I think so. Yeah, security and just like like now it's an active rocket launch site.
Mhm.
So back then it was
Yeah,
like when
yeah.
they were building, like it was still under construction and we could watch the ins and outs and not be in the way. But yeah,
Yeah, I saw a video that you had. It was, like, with the time lapse of building. I was like, "This is so
yes.
freaking
Yeah,
cool!"
that was a Nick
Yeah.
that was a Nick level edit. He makes really, really, really long and boring sometimes live streams and he that I would do for hours and hours and he would make them into clips and add music and yeah. Uh,
That's great.
yeah, he heard about Starbase being restricted now. Yeah, I know, Unky. Trust me, like I've been having a hard time with it too because that was my purpose for 3 years,
Yeah.
and I moved down here to do that, and now it's gone. So I don't know.
Next chapter.
What did you say? Next
Next
chapter.
chapter.
In next
Yeah,
chapter is right, but it's like now, what do
I know.
like AI is taking people's jobs, and I've applied to like 150 jobs, no joke. Like I have pages on LinkedIn going back through all the jobs that I've applied to, and I've gotten a couple of denial emails. Right, I got one from Tesla today, so I was grateful to actually hear back from them. But
Yeah.
uh, yeah. So, anyways, that's
In the
my
denial
spiel.
letters, do they ever tell you, like,
They just say like
what you
we
can
decided to go with other candidates. Blah 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 blah. You know.
It would be nice in the denial letter if they actually say, "Well, if you can strengthen this area
That would be
and that
lovely.
area, come back to us," it would be
Yeah,
cool.
that would be so helpful. Like
Mhm,
feedback would be
mhm.
great.
Yeah, yeah.
because you're just shooting in the dark, really, you know?
What if you did, are you able to do that? Like write to Tesla and just be like, I totally respect the denial, but I would love it if you guys can help out with any kind of feedback, that because I would like to strengthen myself so I can be worthy of your company.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to do that. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. It may not
Write
go
a
to
strong
anywhere,
worded letter. This is what we apparently are good for. I think to
right?
do.
Yeah, I mean, I applied. I should say I applied to a bunch of positions that, like, a couple of them I didn't even know. Like, I'm definitely not qualified
Just
for
give
that.
it a shot. Yeah.
But Elon said, he doesn't matter what your degree's in, doesn't matter if you have a degree, like, you'll be trained. And so, anyways,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and then the thing is that there's people that work under him that he entrusts to take care of this kind of stuff. So he may have this like really liberal, like,
yes,
anybody can cook type
yes,
thing from like
yes,
Ratatouille.
yes.
But, then you have executive people that are underneath you that just kind of keep it a little rigid. And I guess like he needs that also so it doesn't
Yeah.
get too out of hand.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, the
so
HR,
sometimes,
as far as I know, at least for SpaceX, like they call them HR business partners, and they're like 22
mhm.
years old.
uh,
And I'm like, how am I going to impress this 22-year-old? Hmm.
yeah.
Not saying that they're the
Maybe do like a submitted TikTok dance.
right. That's actually not a bad idea.
Put
I'm
on
gonna
your
work
put
at
on your robot
SpaceX.
onesie.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that'd be so funny. Yes. Yes.
We
Yes.
have to shoot like a submission, TikTok dance submission.
I love it. Tiki talkie.
Yeah.
But
Tiki taki.
XC talk or yeah, I don't know what we would call it. Schwartz on X. Let's see. They're talking about teeth over on YouTube, and I just wanted to say that there's a cavity that I have, and I've had it for 3 years, or since I moved to Texas. I had it before then. I had it
Ow.
filled twice. It fell out, the filling, and it's gotten really bad, and it's really painful now, like just within the last month.
Mm-mm.
So
Do
there's
you
that.
gargle with salt water?
I use hydrogen
Warm.
peroxide.
Okay. That's good. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
and I
bleh,
clean it
but
like
it's good.
a motherfucker. But I know I need whatever it's called, probably whatever they drill it, like pull it or drill it or put a fake tooth in there because it's like bad. It's like the
Like
worst
a
cavity
cap.
I've ever had in my life.
And then like when you go
Oh
and it
gosh.
like the
Yeah.
air.
Mm,
Oh,
yeah,
you
I
want to
can.
hit the
Oh,
ceiling?
it
I
just
know,
gives
I
me the
know. No,
chills.
no, let's not talk about it.
Ugh.
By the
Ugh.
way, I really love your shirt. It reminds me of something.
Thank
You
you.
know what?
It's a bodysuit.
It's really pretty.
I'm all into the
I
look. It's a little
very
it
risque.
clasps at the vagina. Yes, but
Yes.
I buy them on
But
Amazon.
that's you need that though, because we
Oop,
also use the restroom.
hold on, hold that
Uh-oh.
thought.
Don't unplug anything.
Okay, what did you say? We need that.
We need that because we use the restroom as well.
Yes, yes, we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, it was I'm always like referencing a movie because this is,
I love it.
but
That's what.
Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Oh my god.
I think she wore a shirt like this. I think.
Oh my god. I haven't seen that movie in forever, but I actually have seen it. Yeah,
I
don't.
love that movie. That's like one of the rewatches. Like
Yes.
my husband and I be like, "You want to watch Don't Tell?" Yeah.
Don't tell mom babysitter's dead. I
You
love
would
it.
just throw it on.
It's so
Yeah.
good. I see Michael Maxey is over on YouTube. Hello. We have all the regulars.
Hey.
Hey.
TikTok is back online. Yep.
Tiki Talkie is back. I can't
Mhm.
imagine being a creator on TikTok last night and it going away and like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that's pretty
Mhm.
scary. I mean, I can kind of relate as I jumped from YouTube over to X without any monetization in place. So it's been a very stressful like year and a half, 2 years. But
Listen, don't even talk to me about monetization on YouTube. Like okay, so here's what happened. I worked, I waited, I got my subs. You have to get like your watch hours and all of that, whatever,
oh
whatever. I
yeah.
finally did it.
Yes.
Then I get, the thing where you supposed to sign up with Google AdSense. Great.
Right.
My spastic butt went on there, and instead of asking somebody first, I just started filling things out,
Mhm.
and I accidentally clicked business instead of individual.
Ah,
Because I'm like,
yeah.
I think I'm a business, but
Right,
I'm
right,
so
right.
dumb. Like, why? And that, so
No.
I did that and I filled it out, and now it's asking me to put in my business ID.
Ah,
I've emailed whatever, talked to IT, all this other stuff with
yeah.
Google, with
Yeah.
YouTube. They
Yeah.
keep giving me the robotic responses.
Can you just
Go
put
in
your social security
here,
number in?
change it. Wait, yeah. So I don't understand why it doesn't just identify, but you can't talk to anybody on the phone.
Right.
This has been going on for so long, and I'm just like, "You know what? I don't even care anymore."
That is
And
so
I keep
frustrating.
doing, yeah, and I'm like, I keep doing my videos because I enjoy it, and I have,
Can
I
you
have a community of people that
Yeah.
come and hang out,
Yeah.
and
Your
I'm just
videos
like,
are awesome, by the way. Y'all, if y'all haven't seen some of her videos on YouTube, they are awesome. She does these reaction videos
yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's a light. She's a light. I mean, obviously you can tell she's a light.
No.
Seriously.
No, I love music, and I figured, because I used to do, like, uncomfortable conversation stuff. I told you,
Hmm.
yeah, I showed you those videos,
Yes.
and they were getting taken down. I was getting, like, censored on it, and I was just like, "You know what? What if," a lot of people, like, rise with the music reactions, and I love music, so I'm like,
Hmm.
"What if I kinda combine it kinda sorta, where
Yeah.
I do conscious re rap kind of reactions or good music and stuff like that, and I'm able to have those conversations kinda sorta
Hmm.
within the reaction."
I like that.
Kinda like a
Yeah.
sneaky way of getting around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
But
In terms of the Google, back to the Google, what is it? The AdSense, can you create a
AdSense.
new one?
Well, that's the thing, I would have to, it would be linked, my YouTube account is linked to it,
Hmm.
and it says you can cancel, you have to set up another email,
Okay.
wait 30 days, change the admin list, wait another 30 days, then
What?
go and cancel the
30
other thing. But
days?
every time I go in it, it still says pending. And it's been, well, it's been months. And I keep trying to talk to them and nothing's happening. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm kind of like over it, which it's
Oh,
stupid because I could be making some money. But
yeah.
I'm just like, I'm concentrating on X now. And I'm like, you
Yeah.
know what? Elon's gonna about to do this where it's kind of like YouTube, where you can
Yeah.
save your content and all that stuff. I'm like, so you know what? I'm just gonna work on X,
Yeah.
and
There
I'll
we go.
I'll do my videos on X and just do
Yeah.
that. You know, it is
That's
what it is. You live and
it
you
is what it
learn.
is. Yeah.
Read and make sure you know what you're doing before you fill out something like that.
That is
You know,
so
because
frustrating. Yeah.
I know,
Anyways, I'm sorry
I
about
know,
that. Well,
that's okay. I'm, like, so over it at this point, but I'm just like, I'm gonna keep making videos. Like, my mom's like, "Are you making any money off of that thing yet?" And I'm just like, "No, but it's a process, mom, trust me.
I
It's
mean,
all."
yeah, it's a process. It took me like I think 3 years to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of view time. And I literally was like, by the end, like when I got to the 900s for subscribers, because I had plenty of
Mhm.
view hours,
Yeah.
because live streams and stuff. It just
Oh,
people
yeah,
people
those
sit
boosts.
and
Mhm.
listen,
Mhm.
thankfully. And I would like go into the Apple store and I would load up my YouTube channel on their computers and like see if they
Nice.
would but they have it set so like it'll go back to like a screensaver after a certain amount of time. I'm like, damn it. So I'd like try to load it up on all the machines, like maybe somebody will see it
Yeah.
and subscribe. But yeah, that was a really dumb thought process. So I basically I
No.
remember the last 6 people or subscribers, I was like begging. It's like, can you just please, like, just please, you can unsubscribe in a little bit. I mean, just please.
Yeah. Yeah.
But 3 years that was a long, long, long time.
Yeah, because people unsub, people like,
Oh yeah.
it takes a while,
It
you know?
was, yeah. And then some people make it, they're like, oh, I got monetized in a weekend. I'm like, you, good for you.
Eh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
God.
music reactions and movie reactions, those things go high real
Do
fast because
they?
Yeah, because I was like at a couple of hundred for a while I was doing like are they manipulating the weather? Or, what
Mhm.
are they putting in our food? Those kinds of
Mhm.
things. I was barely moving.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I did music reactions and I was growing a little bit. And then I did like this artist, this UK artist, Ren, who's like, he's really talented, by the
Mhm.
way. He's super talented. He has a large following, and I just woke up the next day and it shot up hundreds, my sub
Oh,
count. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, "Oh my gosh,"
that's awesome.
Yeah, so I was like, "All right, I think I found my niche here." And then,
Yeah.
we do like the politics and all this other stuff, so it's nice to have like kind of a balance also, just stuff that's fun.
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually know two people, they're a couple, and they have a YouTube channel where they do reactions to movies, and I didn't even realize that that was like really a thing until
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I react
it's fun.
to rocket launches like that in the beginning. I kind of think that's how it started. It was just my excitement and like the joy and all that stuff, and but yeah, I never even thought but I'm glad that yeah, that's really I love it because it
It's
really
cool. I watch the movie reactions. I have a couple of people that I really get into watching because it's fun because you like I mean, it's they don't do the whole movie. It's like clips, so that's
mhm,
also good.
yeah.
It's like they clip it for editing, copyright, whatever,
Oh
whatever.
yeah, I was wondering how
Um
that works. Okay.
Yeah, you have to like some are harder than others. If there's any music behind it, you have to kind of like mute the music, or some people will sing over it just to kind of get past that,
That's yeah, that's smart. La
you
la la
know.
la la la.
You're right. But yeah, it's fun because it's like, especially it's good like if you're kind of lonely or you're just like sitting there, because it's
Yes.
kind of like you're watching with somebody, and then like to see them like laugh at something that you think is funny,
Yes.
or like or get shocked at something, like you can't wait for that moment that that's going to happen in the movie because they're going to be like blown away. Like it's a
Yes.
thing, like
Yeah.
people are really into it.
Oh, that's so interesting. So you pre-record them. Not they're not live.
They're not live.
Okay. That's awesome.
Some people will do the live so that they can chat with people in the chat box.
Mhm.
Like, they'll premiere it live, but it's
Yeah.
pre-recorded
Oh,
because
yeah, that makes
you
sense.
have to cut the movie down.
That's right.
Otherwise,
Okay.
it
Otherwise,
won't
yeah.
go up.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
copyright strikes and stuff. Okay.
Mhm.
Duh, you just said that. Burr, 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 burr,
No,
burr.
it's really complicated. Like, some people like, it's weird because I feel like more prominent channels, they maybe have a little more leeway because, like, with the music reactions, sometimes people will be like, "Why don't you just let it play?" And I'm like, "Because
You can't.
I have to
Mhm.
cut it in between."
Yeah,
And also, if I'm gonna comment on it, I can't remember all of my thoughts by
that's
the end
right.
of the song. So,
That's right.
so I'm just like, "Listen,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you." You gotta
Sorry.
hear me talk between you. Somebody got mad at me because I was reacting to it was like the George Harrison from the Beatles, and
Uh-huh.
it was like his induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and like all these really cool, like Tom Petty and them were there, and Prince does this insanely amazing guitar solo,
Oh,
and it was like really, really good and really long, and I was like, it was almost at the end, and I was just like, I just had to stop it for a second. I was just, because I was like going crazy, and then somebody got mad at me in my comments. It was like cutting off in the middle, which they probably do have a point with that, but they're like, cutting off in
but
the middle of a
people
guitar solo is a no-go, and I'm like,
they'll
I'm
complain
sorry.
about
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, I'm like, "Steve,
Everything.
I'm
Your mic is
sorry."
too soft. Your mic is too loud. I can't hear you. There's
Yes.
wind noise. Blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah. You need a better your stream is going in and out. Blah blah blah. And
yeah,
I mean, bless everybody's hearts, right? Like
yeah.
they're having an
They don't
experience.
realize sometimes, I don't think, because it
No.
it really is insane. Like, one time,
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden, remember I told you how Wondershare Fillmore has bugs sometimes?
Yes.
So, I had a bug, I didn't realize,
Yes.
because in the editing software, the raw footage that I was putting in there to kind of lay on top of the track and mess
Yeah.
around with, it all looked great.
Right.
I went to go export it,
Yep.
so it takes a minute, right? I get
Yep.
up, I go into the kitchen,
Oh
I do
yeah.
whatever. I hear the ding in
Ding.
my ear because I have
Cooked.
this, and I'm like, "It's
Yes.
done. It's cooked."
Yeah.
I come back, I put it on YouTube, and I'm
Yes.
like, there it is. And then I go and do whatever. And then I see people like in the comments and they're like, great reaction. I couldn't see your face. And I'm just like, what? And like my whole window was like yellow blur. And I'm just like,
I hate stuff like that because it's like,
I'm like, I'm sorry.
darn it, because
Yeah,
I hate
yeah.
that kind of thing.
And
Or
it like never happened before. Yeah. I'm
it's
like, I didn't even change
always,
anything. What's
it's
happening?
always
So
something. It's always something.
yeah.
It's just the nature of the.
We try so hard,
We
we
do.
promise.
Yes. Yes. I mean,
I mean, like, just being here for you guys right now, it took, like,
it took
hours
hours,
to get it all, like, the bells and whistles, the kinks.
and all I did was throw two different sized things on, but I was using a new free plugin. Burp, 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 burp. I'm trying to basically not trying to save spending like $900 on
Yeah,
StreamYards in order to. It's like the most simple things, like no, you can't record in 720p. I'm like, really? Okay, 1080 I get, but 720?
yeah.
You're gonna throw me down to 480? Like what? You
Oh,
can't save it, you can't multi-stream, you can't have more than like one. I don't know, all these, everything costs so much money,
I
but
know.
it is what it is. At least it's I'm not paying 900 a month in live stream expenses right now. Like that's what I used to
Yeah.
pay. Now it's like 400, maybe 500 in live
Is it because,
stream.
like, the Kirsch Cam stuff?
Just Kirschcam, Starlink, this Starlink, um,
Mm,
phone services, and then like I pay for things in a year, like a year ahead of time, like for the full year.
it's cheaper.
It's cheaper, and I just don't like the
I'm
whole
looking
month.
for my coffee.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You want to take a break?
No, no, no. My coffee's on my table, and I was, like, leaning, and I'm, like, going, and I'm like, "Where is it?"
Yeah, I'm gonna go
And
grab.
it's,
Hold on,
like,
I'm gonna
right
grab
here.
a little
Yeah, 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 take
coffee.
your time.
1 second.
Um
Hey, Mark man, what's up, my buddies? What's up, buddies?
Hello, Jessica. Oh, yes. Fresh can right from the fridge. Somebody, I think it was your friend, Unc. Was it Unc or somebody was talking? Oh, yeah, he said, "Is there a dentist school close to you? Sometimes they have the students fix people's teeth for practice."
Yeah, um, I'm sure there is, and that's a great recommendation. I can go to Mexico. I just want to wait until like some of the deportation happens, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because 'cause they're gonna, because I think aren't they gonna help with that a little too? Like, they're gonna accept some people there,
Yeah. And they've already
so
started
it might get a little chaotic.
that's another
Yeah.
thing. Like, I saw a news clip, I can't remember
Mhm.
where, which makes me, I think it was on X, that people are starting to
Yeah.
self-deport.
I saw that too. Well, Holman actually came out and said, like, if we catch you, you won't be able to come back. Like, some people said forever,
Oh.
but I could have sworn he said 10 or 20 years.
Oh, you know what? I mean, I think that's how Mexico used to, like, if you're caught, you can't come back for a
Hmm.
crazy amount of time, which is really smart, you know?
Yeah. So that's why I think that's what's driving the self-deportation. They're like, we can leave now and then we can apply for citizenship from our country, kind of like the way you're supposed to do it. Yeah.
Right? Like the
Um,
real way? Right, right, right.
yeah. And then you'd have a better chance of being able to get in, eventually.
Huh. What do you all
So that's
think in the chat? What do you all think about this deportation stuff? Do you think that we're gonna find all the people? I think that there a lot of them are probably in hiding.
maybe. Gosh, can you?
I can't. I mean,
I mean,
I want to know where the
it's
children.
really sad too because okay, you have. Uh-oh, we lost her.
Oh, hold on.
Just give her a second.
Are we back?
She might have had like an issue with her camera.
Are we back? Are we?
Oh, yep, we're back.
Okay. I accidentally changed the keyframes from 2 seconds to 4 seconds somehow, and here I am. Anyways, moving along.
Oh, you look clearer.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I look crystal clear on this end. That's what it doesn't make any sense to me, but it's all good.
it's just a smidge blurry. It's not bad.
Yeah.
But actually, it might just be what I'm seeing because when I look over here on X, you look
Mm-hmm.
crystal clear.
Oh,
So
okay.
anyway,
Okay.
never
Yeah.
mind what I'm saying because
No, it's
I
all
think that
good.
everybody sees you fine.
Oh, that
Um,
program makes this look blurry. I see. Yes, it does. That's yeah. Oh God. Okay. Anyways, moving.
and I'm over here stressing you out like you're blurry
No,
when
I'm
in
not stressed out.
actuality you're perfectly clear.
If I'm
And it's funny
blurry
too
and
because
there's
remember
audio,
somebody said HD.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm good.
then we're fine.
I'm good. As long as there's
Yeah.
audio and a visual, we're good. It's all good.
Mhm.
Even if it's crappy. Okay, so
Yeah.
you were saying.
Oh, so like I actually really because okay, there is criminals that were released and
Mhm.
sent here. Yes, okay. But there's a lot of people that were sent here that were facilitated to come here with the app and all this other kind of stuff and promised all these things.
Yes.
And yes, I feel like every single person on this planet would want a better life. And if they
Yes.
feel like they can get that here and a lot of opportunity, yes, a lot of people would want to come here, and that's fair.
Yes.
Um, but I think that they were it was like false advertisement and they put them through hell to come here
Yes.
thinking that they could stay when in actual like that's not the actual it's first of all, that's not how it works. And you have another administration coming in that's going to put it back to the way it's supposed to work. But
Right.
also resource wise, like, I talk to a lot of these people um, in customer service and whatnot, and they wonder why they have to wait until, um, yeah, I was just saying, I talk to people in customer service a lot, right? Like a lot of these people that just came here. I'm in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I talk to a lot of them. I know they tell me they don't have social security. I know who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
And they're wondering why they need to wait until April or May for a specialist, why they can't get in to see the doctor.
Oh my.
The people from the neighborhood that are born here, the people that didn't just come here, they can't get an appointment with their doctor. Why it takes 2 weeks to get a form filled out. Why
Yeah.
and all of these immigration and all this other kind of stuff, like different things that they're doing, they all need forms. They're
Yeah.
on these government assistance programs. They need all these forms filled out. They need doctor's appointments. All their kids need to go into school. They need to get vaccinated. Like all these things, it's flooding the medical industry like you would not believe, like among other things.
Yeah.
And they don't understand it.
No.
They don't understand why it's a problem. They think, well, I have my insurance,
Right.
I have my um
Yeah.
yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
You can see me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So yeah,
Um
they don't have
so it's
copays.
just a huge it's so much. Yeah, they don't have copays. So when I was a kid, like I just remember you have a sniffle, you have a this or that, something minor, you just take care of it at home.
Mm-hmm.
You get something over a counter, you do whatever at home.
Yeah.
That is what it is.
And you
We
just
had insurance, but it wasn't insurance with no copay. It was copay. So like it was just me and my mom when I was real little,
mm-hmm.
and we did what we had to do. Unless like super sick, then of course then you need to end up with the doctor. But people tend to rush right to the doctor when they know, or into the urgent care when they know they just give the card and that's it, you know?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I feel like that's also driving there's no availability. Like a lot of the times the urgent cares will close.
Mm-hmm.
They'll say, we're not taking any more people for the day.
Right.
So all of this is happening.
Yeah. So then people will go to the ER.
Yeah. Yes. And then if
And
they get admitted, then
mm-hmm.
we have to find them an appointment for discharge. It's just like this snowball
Yeah.
effect and it's insane,
And
like and
last
that's
time
what I try to
yeah.
explain to people. Like you can have a good heart, but have a good heart for real.
Yeah.
Like think about what you're actually doing
Right.
here,
Right.
you
Right.
know?
There's only in like
Yeah.
yeah, there's just
It's
it's so broken. It's so broken. And I mean, especially New York City, I'm curious as to like how the before and after will be, you know?
yeah, me too. Me too.
Like,
I'll let you know if the calls
please.
are lessened.
Yeah, please.
Because no, for real, because
Yeah.
that's it's constant, you know, like they get WIC or they different things. And I told you, like they call, or you know, they want to get special housing. They're there's so many things, and
Yeah,
everything, like the Department of Health is all up in it, and they call and they want to know why this person is on this medication, and they want the planet, like all these different messages are just piling up in the doctor's thing, and people get angry because they're like, I want to speak to my doctor, and I'm like, I get it.
right. Everybody wants to speak to the doctor. And the
I get
doctor's,
it.
yeah, the doctor's burnt out and like doesn't want to.
And they're retiring and leaving
Yes.
constantly.
Yep. I can't imagine, like, especially since 2020,
Hmm. Just
just like,
done.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
nurses, doctors.
Hmm.
I think about, like, I go into the pharmacy and I see the pharmacist and they just look like they
That
have
too.
this dread on their
That
face,
too.
like
That too.
horrible dread, like they feel guilty. And
Hmm.
yeah, and then I like see the vaccine signs and it's like, ugh,
Hmm.
people lining up
And then
for it.
antibiotics,
Oh my
they're
god.
running out of them.
Oh
Like
yeah, I'm sure. I
they
believe it.
finally get the prescribed. Sometimes they have to wait. Like if you see the doctor, you'll get the antibiotics sent right away.
Right.
But if they go to the pharmacy and the pharmacist says it's out of stock,
Yeah.
and then they have to find another pharmacy.
Yes.
First of all, they have to make sure that it's in par with their insurance.
Yes.
They come back to us, tell
Yes.
us what it is,
Yes.
we send a message to the doctor. The
Yeah.
message is, we it takes like 3 business days because we have so many coming in,
Yes.
and they'll be like, "Oh, well, can you just send it high priority?" And I'm, like, real with them. I'm like, "Listen, I will
No.
absolutely send it high priority, but just so you know, 10 people that came before you asked the same thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
It's
do with that what you." And I'm not trying to be mean, it's
no,
like, it is what it
it is what
is,
it
like,
is. And like like Medicaid, like it's a fabric. I mean, in my opinion, it's a first. I don't know about antibiotics in general, but like they are fabricating shortages. It's like it's
well,
fabricated. Some
I
for some medications, like they make you go to like panic, like to try to find your medication. You know?
well, okay, another thing is, we need to start manufacturing that more in this country, because I think 90% or 85% of
In China, right?
in China.
Mm-hmm.
So if they want to choke us and we don't have that supply,
Yeah.
they have that.
Yep.
And this is the kind of thing, like you know, you can have like different politics, you can have concerns about the incoming administration and whatnot, but this is what he means when Trump, when he talks about, we have to start bringing manufacturing jobs back to this country. We can't be super reliant on these other nations,
No.
especially
Mm-hmm.
nations that are like adversary, or
Yeah.
you know, like even if it's not like we're at war, like we are kind of like in some kind of like a struggle with,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
even if it's not like plastered like this is war with, like it is what it is.
It
We are in
is.
that constant battle with them,
Yeah.
you know.
And I was just watching, I watched it twice actually. And it was sent to me. It was recommended on X by a bunch of people, but I had forgotten about it. And then my friend sent it over to me and it was this guy, his name's Sean Ryan?
Ryan,
Is that Sean
yeah,
Ryan? Who
with like bald
interviews,
head. Yeah.
yeah, the
Hmm.
bald head.
Hmm.
Not the first whistleblower, or not. She's an informant or whatever they are. Her name was the first girl is like a blonde
Sarah
girl,
Adams.
Sarah, but the
Yeah.
second one that doesn't show her face. Um,
Oh.
the information that she provides on the sleeper cells in the United
Hmm.
States is
Hmm.
insane. Like it's insane. And I'm trying
It's
to,
terrifying.
where was I going with that? How did that relate to what we were just talking to or talking about? I swore it related. Um,
Doing, you know,
oh,
having a
oh, oh,
relationship with,
yeah, the
yeah.
CCP. Okay,
Mhm.
so learning about all of the connections, like I don't know if it's like I don't want to misspeak, but this woman studies all the ties with like Al Qaeda and
Mhm.
uh the Houthis.
Hezbollah and
Yes,
the
and the
Houthis, and
Houthis,
yeah.
and there's one more, the Muslim Brotherhood, basically,
Yeah, yeah.
jihadis. and she was talking about like how all of these different countries, and the Taliban, right? And how we're
Hmm.
funding sending funding to them weekly, but how these other countries are involved, like Russia is involved in helping them repair their tanks and aircraft and all these other things. China, they're actually recruiting people for their
Hmm.
military into
Wow.
Afghanistan, and like 80 to 90 people, I think, either a month or a week or a day or something. She just tracks it, and then like roughly 1,000 of them have come across our border and are in sleeper cells. And
Yep.
anyways, uh, basically, and then, oh yeah, the sleeper cells, they don't talk to one another because if like, and they
They'll get found out if they
they'll
do.
get found
Yeah,
out,
like,
right? So it's
hmm.
so, and then also added protection from cyber security for us, one sleeper cell talking to home base in Afghanistan or whoever is controlling. China is providing that protection, the cybersecurity protection, so that like no one can
Oh, okay.
intercept or whatever.
Some kind of encrypted
Yes,
communication
yes,
program.
yes.
Okay,
And she
okay.
was like just going into
Perfect.
all of these different details, and I was just like, I don't think that people are aware of like what, and just
Wow.
talking about these mass casualty events that are supposed to take place this year and all over the United States and in
God
Canada
forbid.
and the
Yeah.
UK and Europe, and oh my God, it was wild.
The thing that gets me though, that is it can get you upset, and then and look at me, I'm like with my this
I love
like
it.
I'm stressed.
I
No, but
know.
like it
Sorry.
can get you no, it can get you upset, but it can also give you some optimism. And so
Yeah.
you tell me, right? So like whenever something goes down, like a mass casualty event,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the times the FBI will come out and be like, well, we've been monitoring this person or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, whatever. So if that's the case, either they're saying it just because they want to save face and say that they have it all kind of surveilled,
Mm-hmm.
but then this happened kind of like when they weren't looking, or what are they not? Why are they not? Because they don't want, like,
Yeah.
so if that's the case,
Yeah.
we have Trump coming in now, and he's got this set up. He's got Cash Patel that hopefully will get confirmed. I'm
Yes.
sure that confirmation hearing is going to be super spicy. But we
Yes.
got, you know, but Pete Hegseth, I think he had the votes, right? So I
I
think
think so.
he's going to
Yeah.
go through. And a lot of these people are going to hopefully affect some change and more accountability and and he wants to do more transparency and whatnot. So
Mm-hmm.
if that's the case, but before they really were monitoring these people and they kind of slipped under the radar somehow and were able to commit the crime that they were planning to do,
Mm-hmm.
so then that's what gives me the optimism that maybe it can be stopped. It's,
Yeah.
it's like a
I love
lot
your
of words to
optimism.
just say one little
Totally.
thing. Like, I'm
Yes.
just like hoping.
I love your optimism. The biggest thing that screams at me is that like I've been watching everything I can about the border and what's,
Mhm.
like how people are coming across and, like the different things that like how some of these people are ditching their IDs right there at the border. Their money, like you can just find euros just like laying around. There's money like blowing in the wind, like depending on whichever channel I'm watching on it.
Wow.
People interviewing the sheriffs of like those, like in Yuma County in Arizona and here in Brownsville and anyways, and the people that come across that don't want to be discovered, like, or basically they came into our country and they have a completely new identity.
Mhm.
We don't know who they
And
are. We don't know where they came from. We don't know if they, like came through a different country in order to get here first. Like stayed a
Mhm.
year in Mexico and then came here, or stayed a year in the wherever. And so,
do you wanna know, and you can continue,
yes.
but sometimes people will forget their birthdays when they're trying to tell me, when I'm trying to pull up their medical
That's
chart, and
interesting.
that's why, because they change. Anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
That is very interesting. Okay, so I'm referring to a documentary. It's called Line in the Sand, and it
Mhm.
is on the Tucker Carlson network. And it's like I freaking love Tucker. I love the network.
Yeah.
I paid, yeah, it was $79. Like I wanted the membership. I watch it before bed. I watch it every day. I watch it throughout the day. Like there's just he has so much. He brings on the right people. Anyways,
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
Alex Jones, James O'Keefe.
Are
It
we still up on X? I think it might have
Oh,
dropped.
did it drop?
I think. I don't know. I
Let's
was
see.
trying to like refresh.
It says they're both up, but it did restart.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
Yeah, I did restart.
But
My
yeah,
I need to get a
Tucker's.
stronger signal. Says I'm only dropping 7.8 frames though. 7.8% of the frames. Uh yeah, signal's good. Thank you for letting me know. But James O'Keefe he made this documentary Line in the Sand about the border and it's like so freaking good. But in the documentary, where was I going with that? What were we saying a second ago?
Oh, like when they change their identities and they come over
Oh
and yeah,
yeah. Um
and they would leave their money and their,
yeah.
you know, their IDs and stuff at the border and
Oh,
um
yeah, thank you. Okay, so James
yeah.
O'Keefe, thank you. James O'Keefe goes into New York City and he goes into an NGO, which is a church, like some church.
Mhm. Mhm.
And he's able to he uses like this fake accent as like a Turkish person or something. He's like, I sleep here, blah blah blah. He's able to book a spot, not to sleep because they don't allow you to sleep at this place. All it is like they help you fill out the paperwork or
Mhm.
whatever.
Mhm.
Um, but
They have caseworkers and
he
yeah.
was
Mhm.
able to secure whatever three different people's registrations, and there was
Mhm.
only two of them there.
Wow. It was like on good faith. Like, I'll just
Yeah,
give you
like
this
they
other
could pay
person's
the
info and
money, and
Mhm.
they were like, okay, yeah, here, like we're gonna, you just pay the money, and then they get the paperwork that says that, he said his name was James O'Keefe or something like that.
That's
He got the
funny.
paperwork saying like this is his address in New York
Mhm.
City, and so like that's how he was able to go and get crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the people don't even have to be there. You can just
Mhm.
how many you need? Oh, 10? Okay, here you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, anyways,
That's crazy. No, but like it's insane because you know, you have like in these confirmation hearings for like Pam Bondi, right? And you have all these, you know, Democrat. And I'm not saying there's nobody on the Republican side that you know
right.
needs to be
No,
okay.
it's on both sides for
Nobody's saying that.
sure.
It's on
Yeah.
both sides, but you have all these people trying to pressure her and saying like, "Oh, just will you commit to saying that like, you know, if Trump asks you to investigate this person that you will, you know, you will not do it just because he asked you or will you go like trying to get her in a gotcha and like all these things are like what's her face there Liz Cheney and whatnot and
Mhm.
like the January 6th because that's like one huge thing that happened that needs to be investigated. Then
Yes.
there's the border and you know Mayorkas and like what the heck was going on there and the mismanagement of FEMA funds. And then you have Merrick Garland and like you know the weaponization of the Department of Justice. Like
So
bro,
much.
how dare you sit there and say, tell us right now that you're not gonna like, how about no?
Yeah.
Like that meme
How
from
about
Austin
no?
Powers.
Yeah,
Right. How
no.
about if there was crimes committed, yes, you will be investigated. That's just like kind of how it works. Because
Mhm.
you wouldn't like us little peasants that are out here, if like something happens, if we do something wrong, you would like say, well, you know, then you gotta like and we wouldn't have anything to stand on. We would have to just deal with it.
Yep.
But you guys can just go in your little air conditioned rooms, your suits,
Right.
and
Right.
you know your expensive stuff, trying to pretend like you have no money, like Bernie
Right.
Sanders sits there with like the oversized jacket, and he's
Ugh.
like, whatever. But I got like three homes, like you know, it's
Right.
like no, stop,
You and your
just stop.
health insurance and your ability to get in to see doctors and have
Yeah,
dentistry and stuff like that.
that's what I'm
And
saying.
ability
Like,
to
come
afford
on.
your groceries.
just be straight up,
Yeah,
like, like, that's all.
I
Like, don't
agree.
pretend to be something you're not. Anyway, total tangents and then
I love it.
ranting as I go. But
I
it's
love it.
just
I love it. It's
it's
all
just
relevant.
yeah, it just doesn't it just I think it's gonna be a really rough road because there's a lot that has to be fixed, and there's gonna be a lot of people, like, they have their traveling circus of people that just change their shirts, I imagine, whenever
Yeah.
they're protesting certain things. So I'm
Yes.
sure they're going to influence these people because I heard somebody, and I didn't look into this, but there's this guy on X, and I wish I can remember his name right now.
Mhm.
um, he has the picture that kinda looks like, or maybe it is the Dos Equis guy,
I'm
like,
trying,
when
yeah.
I do this when I
Yeah.
don't often do this, but if I do Dos Equis, the guy
Dos
with the
Equis.
white hair. Yeah,
Yes. Okay,
and
yes.
he does, like, viral stuff, or
Oh,
he
is it
keeps
Ian
everybody updated.
Ian Carroll?
No, 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 he's cool, though. It's
Yeah.
gosh, I can't remember, but, let me see if I can find it, but,
I will, yeah, I
he
wanna I'm always looking for new people to
he does only New York.
only New York. Oh,
Yeah.
really? Oh, this is
He
new for
does
me.
all okay, so it might be, like, viral. If anybody in the chat knows, let me know. Because here we go.
You found
Viral News NYC.
Viral News NYC. Okay, I'm gonna look him up
Yeah.
right now. Add him to
So,
my
the reason why I brought him up is because he said that he was informed, and he always says this, like, he has some kind of sources or whatever, but he said that he was
oh,
told by a source at a migrant shelter that buses, are no, excuse me. That's not the post. Anyway, I don't have to read the post. I know exactly what it is. He said that he was told by sources that there are people that are going to the migrant shelters and encouraging migrants to protest. They're like, even if they weren't
sounds like
inclined to do so.
Soros.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So they're constantly stirring the pot, and it's like, you don't actually really care about these people. You just want them to stay here so you can have your votes, so it makes you look like you were in the right for what you did, and yada 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 yada. Like, you can give a shit because they're closing, like, 25 migrant shelters were closed already by Adams. That's a
Okay.
lot,
Wow.
with just in
Yeah.
New York City alone. So
Wow. Okay.
where are all these people supposed to go?
I don't know. It's freezing outside
But
as
yet
well.
there's yeah, and it's freezing, and we already have, like, so many homeless people running
Oh
around,
my god.
half or more of which are mentally unstable, and they're
Yes.
armed too. They have, like, knives and whatnot, and they're
Yeah.
running around.
Yep. Fentanyl has
It's
been,
just
yep.
it's just like it's just like a perfect storm that they're either trying to create or they're
Or
allowing.
they're,
Either way, it's
yeah.
like you okay.
Mm.
It's like that, and
Mm.
again, another movie reference from The Casino. Remember when he's like that guy that he's like the county commission's nephew or something, and you're like, "You can't fire this guy," or whatever, because he's connected to high people in Las Vegas, and he like, 3 jackpots went off, and he didn't turn off the machines, and, like, Robert De Niro's character is like, "You either were in on it or you were too stupid to realize. Either way, you're out." Like, that's how I
Yeah.
feel about these politicians.
Yeah.
I'm like, either
Yes.
you're in on it or you're too stupid to see that it's happening. Either way,
Yes.
you don't belong there.
Right.
Like, you know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
It's,
Wow,
you
20
know,
shelters have closed in
20 yep,
New York City.
mhm, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah. Shelters that were either repurposed or are open
Hotel.
for migrants.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So,
Where are they going? Like what? Disappearing.
and the thing is, like, I was kind of like, why? Because this happened a couple of weeks ago, I feel like. I don't know. It's been a
Hmm.
while. Maybe it's just because I feel like it's been forever waiting for Trump to get in. But I'm
Right.
like, it was a while back that this was reported that he closed these shelters. And I'm like, why would he do that now? Why wouldn't he wait until, like, maybe do it after the deportations start? Like, why would you close it now? Because, like,
Something's
where are they supposed to
really
go
fishy there.
in the
Yeah.
meantime of all of this? That's what I'm saying. So I'm
Really,
like, did
like
you
something
close them and
smells
then
a
all of these people
yeah.
were put into housing? Like, were they pushed into housing? All those
Did
people?
they just move them around? Did they like put them on a plane? Because they were allowed ticket an air flight or airplane airplane ticket
Yeah.
to wherever they wanted.
Yeah.
Are they relocating them somewhere else to another state maybe?
Where did they go?
I
These
that's
people were
I
in
mean
shelters.
they're still as of maybe not today. I haven't seen today. I guess I haven't really been out much since my car accident since I don't have a
Yeah.
car. But when I
Yeah.
was out and about, there were still buses coming from the border. Like they come straight up. They go up 69 just right here in Brownsville or
Were
like
you by the border before Biden's presidency?
no.
Okay, so you don't
No.
you don't have like,
I don't have
but
that.
it's
But I was
still
in
it's a lot.
Arizona. I was in
Yeah.
Arizona and
So you
Phoenix.
knew. Okay.
But I didn't realize what was going on with the border because the border was closed, right? Like I
Right.
think like it was closed, like there were Border Patrol was actually allowed to do Border Patrol business, like
Right.
by
Points of entry
regulating the
or
border.
no go.
This is
Exactly.
something, this is a random thought that I had and I'm gonna lose it, but I'm gonna try. I was watching, there's this one guy on YouTube, he's really good. He's the one that I'm referring to a lot of these like let me just find his name so that people can know. He like goes with the sheriffs and oh, that's my channel. Duh. Hello. Let's see.
um
Border
he's
you
just like a
yeah,
YouTuber
he's a
person.
YouTuber and he like interview, let's see.
I can't think.
He's in my but he's not mainstream, like he's an independent guy. Let's see if I have so many subscriptions, it's like ridiculous and
Oh yeah, take your time. Thank you,
he's got a
LMAOism. That's a fun name.
LMAoism. Yeah, it took me a long time to get that one. LMAoism.
Yeah,
Uh,
like that's why I was staring at it. I was like, I didn't want to say
yes. Let's see. This guy's a bald head. He's like a younger dude. I can't remember. But anyways,
um,
no, I'm trying to remember. I should have just told it and then gone and looked for him. Okay.
yeah.
I can't remember now. Um, hmm. It's gone.
Here's some.
Can't remember.
I don't know. I literally typed in YouTuber with bald head that reports on the
There
border.
we go. There we go. I'm looking at my like watch history or something. Let's see. Thank you for your help. You're great.
Oh no, you're welcome.
Let's see. Oh, there we are. We're live. Oh my God, I've watched
Yay!
so much stuff on the fires, the California fires. It's just freaking intrigues me so much.
I know.
Oh, closer, warmer, warmer, warmer. So close. Still fire
Getting
stuff.
it. You're gonna get
Now
it.
I'm gonna get it. You're awesome. I feel like our energy
um,
matches, except I'm
yeah.
a little less optimistic than I used to be.
Aw.
But you're helping
You
me
know
bring
what
that.
though? No,
It's okay.
I wish I can say I'm optimistic all the time, but I'm not. And this is gonna sound
Peter,
whatever, but look, I'm meh.
yeah, go
But
ahead.
I feel like when somebody is not optimistic, it fuels me to be optimistic.
Yeah, I
It,
understand
it
that.
gives me it gives me like the itch to want to be, so I can balance.
Yeah, I get
You know?
that. I'm usually like the most optimistic one in the room kind of thing. But right
Yeah.
now, I've just, well, I mean, yeah, recently. But it's changing, y'all. Because
We gotta.
tomorrow,
Yeah. We got. Yes. We like watch a cartoon or something here and there.
yeah, you're right. I used to watch weather for my like decompressing and then I learned that the weather
Hmm.
was controlled and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh no,
So,
tainted love.
yeah, I'm like, "Well, this sucks." The guy's name is Peter
No.
Santinello. Santinello
Oh
on
yes, I
YouTube.
have heard of
Peter
him.
Santinello.
That's so funny.
And I'm trying to think of what I was going to say,
Santanello.
but he
Hey, I know him. He goes to a lot of
a
places.
lot of places,
Yeah, like
not just the
he went
border.
to
Yeah.
he has really cool videos. Did you see the one where he went to like it was like some area either near Nova Scotia or somewhere like that where it was
No.
like they had a population of like 100 people that have been there forever and speak this
Oh,
language that is like,
yes.
did you see
Yes,
that
I
one?
did see that one.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Do you remember where it was? Because I can't remember,
No.
but
Um,
that was so fascinating
he's
because
really, yeah, really good.
I love his stuff. I think he's awesome. I can't believe I forgot his name. I
Yeah.
haven't watched it in a minute.
Peter Santinello.
And he seems to like get along with the people really well too. Like he's very
Yeah,
respectful.
he's very respectful, and I love
Mhm.
how he approaches it, where it's like politics is out of it. He's just bringing
Yes.
the facts, and he
Right.
asks all the questions. And
Mhm.
yeah, I went down like a huge rabbit hole of all of it, like his border videos, because
So good.
he would go. I mean, he just has done
I
so
didn't watch
much.
the border ones. I gotta watch those.
There, and I got, yeah, I've just been like digging. I'm like, more information. Tell me more information, you
I
know,
know.
so I
You know
can.
who's really good too, and he's a friend of Romanation as well. He's been on the shows before. Joseph Trimmer.
Oh,
Have you seen? He's on
no.
X.
Okay.
If you guys haven't checked him out,
Joseph
he's a younger
Trimmer.
kid, and I could say that because I'm
I
41 anyway.
37 going on
Um,
38.
but
It's all good. Us old
but he's
ladies.
definitely younger than me. You can tell, like, but he's such a hard worker. He has and he said this, I'm not like doxing or anything. He has dual citizenship. Like he goes down to the border,
Okay.
um, and he reports on what he sees. He tries to figure out what's going on. He's one of like the few at the beginning that was like really talking about NGOs, and this was
Yeah.
like last year, and he was, really really like he hit the ground running, and he's awesome. Like support him, guys, like sub or
Yeah.
whatever,
Am
because
I
he's
seeing this right? Is he Free Speech Studios? That sounds like,
yes, he's part of them too. He has his own account, and then he's part of Free
wow.
Speech
Okay, he's in
Studios.
San
Yeah,
Antonio. Okay. I just
yeah.
followed
He's a
him.
sweet guy too, and he's so passionate about mostly the children. Like
Oh,
that's something that he can't stomach, but he fights so hard for.
yeah.
Like I've talked to him before, and he's just like, I just feel so crazy that we're all just sitting here and all of this terribleness is happening
Yeah.
every minute,
Yep.
you know?
Yep.
Because and that's the thing, like it's very hard to function sometimes. Like not saying we should forget about it, but like we need to decompress sometimes because
It's a lot.
it's a lot and you
Yeah.
can't pour from an empty cup either. So if you want to be a voice, a powerful voice, and you want to do something about it, you have to rest in between.
Yes.
And I
Yeah,
told him,
you're
I said,
right.
sometimes, you just got to let go and let God sometimes and just say that, hope. I mean, I was just going to say something that's like,
Go.
it's going to get everybody go down in the dumps,
Say it.
but just when you think somebody's hurting or being tortured or something's happening to the young ones, I just pray that God puts them in kind of like a trance so they can kind of disassociate from what's happening to them.
Hmm. Yeah.
You like, what are we supposed to so
Yeah.
like we have to be able to function
Yeah,
so
we have
that
to
way
step
we can
away for
move.
a second.
Yeah, so we can eventually help. And the only thing that's going to help is and like it's going to come up. Like I support Trump, right? I voted for him 3 times. I am a supporter of him. There are some things that I'm just like, I wish you wouldn't say that, but whatever. Um but when he talks about the DNA testing that was going on at the border, um
Yep.
that Biden
He stopped it.
reversed.
Yep. He stopped it. And now
Why?
it's just rape
Why?
kits. Rape kits, and they
But it
have to
but it
be like bleeding out.
Yeah, and I'm just like, explain yourself at least.
It None of
Explain
it makes
why
sense.
that's better than what was there.
None of it makes
Because
sense.
you have people that are coming in here and dragging family members. They probably have their family members hold hostage back where they come from as well.
Yes.
So that's part of it. Like, we'll
Yes.
hurt you and we'll hurt your family. So
Yes.
you have to do what we say.
Yes.
Um, you
It's
have this thing going on with the NGOs where you don't even have to be there. You can just, and then
yeah.
go ahead, get on the bus. And then you have these documents that are put together. They
Yep.
get into the they get their health insurance. They're assigned a caseworker.
Yep.
they call up, they get them all situated,
Yep.
and then now you're in the system, and it
Yep.
seems like everything is clear cut. You
Yep.
went through all the channels, right? So you should be legit. But the problem is that all those channels have a backdoor,
Oh yeah.
are very, not put together.
Or it like
So,
people aren't even they're coming across as family units because that processes you faster. But these
mhm,
like there's a lot of people. I saw it on airplanes. For a
mhm,
while I was flying back and forth to Phoenix, right after I moved here, and I saw like the manila envelope and the adults and then the children who
mhm,
like they would be sitting in the airport terminal, and it was very clear to me that they I mean, it was very clear looking back. Like I thought
n
it was odd, but they didn't seem like they
yeah,
were related at all. And now I understand, okay, they get paid 10 or $15,000 as escorts to take these children on planes and to wherever they're going. And um, like all of the like the children being sold. Like
mhm,
people are bringing, there'll be like a 2-year old showing up at the border, a 2-year old like in a diaper, or maybe not even that. Like anyways, and they have like written on their arm or sewed to their shirt where they're going.
mhm.
And it's like, oh, you're going to your uncle or aunt or cousins or whatever. And it's like, that's not where they're going. Like they're going to people who've purchased them on the internet. Like or, like it's bad. It's in the organ harvesting. Like that stuff is just insane. But
You
anyways,
know, I No, 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 no. But yeah, so there's a ton, and that's why Tom Homan, like, people want to vilify him, people that don't get it.
hmm
But you can see it when he's yelling at people in Congress, when he's in front of a audience and he's talking, or when he's doing an interview. You could see that he's extremely passionate about this, and he explains why. He says, because he's like, don't try to paint me out to be this person. I've laid there with a dying child in my arm. Like, I've seen what
yeah,
you wouldn't believe.
yeah,
And the only way, and people don't make the correlation, because right away they see close the border racist. There's a lot of people that still believe this.
yeah,
It's not about that. It's
no,
about, you have to have a system in place that works, because you're emboldening and strengthening these cartel members that are
yes.
trafficking people.
Yes. And what I also learned in this informant interview, the Sean Ryan one, is that like the cartel in Mexico is working like the Middle East, different Middle East countries, but like with like is it Albania and Yemen and um
Really?
yeah, they all work, like they're combined together. Like the money is it's
All intertwined.
all of
Yeah.
it. All of it. It's all like it goes to the cartels, it goes to Al Qaeda, it goes to it's wild. Like the connections, like it's wild. It
Yeah.
all funnels back around. It's like what goes around comes back around, and like I mean, like the American Red Cross, like everyone you see these American Red
Oh
Cross,
my gosh,
they're
yes.
like one of the worst. One of the worst.
All of these
S- Psych
organizations
yeah.
and whatnot, they also need to be looked into.
Oh,
There's
they
so
all need
much
to, I mean, the
that
American Red Cross, like I remember donating to them like when I, was in high school and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna use my
Mhm.
PF Chang's paycheck, American Red Cross."
Oh my god, I love PF Chang's.
Yes.
Mongolian beef
I love the
slamming.
yes. It's
Yeah,
I would go
yeah.
do anything for lettuce
Or
wraps
the
right
Korean
now.
barbecue
Oh, so
chicken.
good. Why is it
Why
eating?
did I do that? Because now I'm gonna, like, grab something to eat.
I'm
No, I'm
so
not. It's
sorry. I
one
wish
o'clock in
I
the morning. No,
I'm sorry.
I can't anyway. The sauces.
Oh, yeah.
They'll throw me out of my little
Yes.
chemical chemistry, whatever I'm trying to do inside my body.
Oh my God, Mars is being so cute, and I can't reach him because of my cord.
Oh
Like,
no.
anyways,
I love Mars. He's
My
adorable. Oh
man.
my gosh, look at him.
He's like,
He's
beep.
so cute.
Reminds me to
I'm
do
gonna
my
visit
hair.
you one of these days. I'm gonna say
Yes.
hello. Sorry, you guys, but like,
Like, he's being really cute. He's, yeah,
just the way. Oh,
Mars.
oh my goodness
Don't mind.
gracious, I
He
can't
goes,
even deal.
"Arr, arr, arr."
What's up, kid?
Mars.
You're
I know,
so
I'm sorry,
cute.
everybody, but he's my man. What's up, buddies? Arr.
The best.
There he is.
Oh, he's so
He's literally
cute.
like sitting
It
like in a
was,
chair right now
yeah, and he's just like leaning back, like, oh my
in
god.
his box of stuff that came from my car
And
accident.
his face looks so sweet.
Yeah, he right now,
Oh,
he looks really sweet. In the
until he's
morning,
like,
yeah, so he's like, "Feed me, bitch." So
it's so weird. For so long, I wasn't really into cats.
yeah.
And then like when I started joining like the discords and stuff, so many people were
Oh
cat
yeah, you
owners.
told me that.
And like, yeah, and then like all these
Yes.
people, and then I'm just like, now I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so freaking cute.
Like, what are you doing? Yeah, I mean, I w- like if I didn't live in a trailer, I would love to have a dog, but
He
they
loves your trailer. He loves it in there with you.
well, I mean, he doesn't know much else.
That's true.
What's up, buddies? Are you stuck in your box?
Oh, are you trying to turn
Are you
around?
stuck in your box? Are you just playing?
And I'm over here like giggling at him like
I
you're
don't
so
know if
cute.
he's
And he's
stuck. Oh,
like,
I think he's just
he's like,
itching.
listen, lady, I'm trying to turn.
Listen, Linda. Yes.
Yeah. Like, stop laughing at me. Uh-huh.
He's just being silly.
Oh, he's such
Mars,
a
are you feeling
beautiful color
playful?
too, like mixture. I love it. I love it.
He's a Anywho, this has been so
Yeah,
much fun. You're so fun to
I
talk
know.
to.
Oh, thank you. You too. I feel like sometimes I forget and then I look over and I'm like, oh yeah, hi.
Hi, right? I love
But
this.
we definitely got to do this again.
Yes, please. Can we do this again? I would love to. This is so fun. It
Absolutely.
is 2 minutes away. No, sorry, you're on the East Coast. So it's already inauguration day for you.
Oh, right. I forgot to mention
Mm-hmm.
it's inauguration
And you work a
day.
full-time job in addition to doing what you're doing right now. So thank you for
No, you're welcome. I'm actually off tomorrow because it's Martin Luther King Day.
Oh
So I'm
gosh.
off
Is it Martin?
as well for that. So
Okay.
I'm like, yes. So
Oh,
I'm like, and I work some overtime too, because so I could take off Friday. So I was off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
go girl. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, today is going to be awesome. And
Yeah.
I don't know if Roma is going to go live or not.
We don't know. We have to see weather and what goes on with, because they keep moving the venue. They
Yeah,
moved it inside. They were
right,
going to do it in the rotunda, and then they
right,
think they were going to do it in the White House.
right.
I don't know.
And now
We'll
we don't
see. But
know.
I don't, like I said, I don't care where he does it, because the main thing is that he needs to be kept safe. If they are
Yes.
really saying that there's something, whatever,
The drone
then
attacks or what is it? The drone swarms. I don't know what the
yeah,
latest rumors are, but alien
yeah, whatever.
invasions and Project Bluebeam, all that stuff, or Skybox or
Yeah.
whatever. Well, if he doesn't go live, then I think we should go live. But just a thought. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
We'll
I'll definitely do that with you
yeah,
if we if that if but if not, you come and hang with us,
yes,
and we'll do either way, we're going live.
we're going live.
Either
Yes, we're
either
going
way, we're
live
doing
because
something.
I met you guys on election night.
I know.
That's wild.
Like yeah, because like the thing is like he was supposed to go and all this other stuff, so so we have to see, and that's why we didn't really have tomorrow kind of like planned out. But I know that they're trying to do a morning show. They're trying to launch it tomorrow.
Oh,
So
really? Okay,
we'll
what
see.
time?
Yeah, so I don't know. I
Okay,
gotta see.
that's okay.
I wish I knew. I'm sorry. You
It's
know what,
okay. I
guys?
could look. Yeah, yeah.
Go to the real Roma underscore AK.
Let
Um
me put it in here. Let's see. At Rome. I see. I don't ever remember. Okay, I just typed it
oh,
in.
you found it? Okay.
Okay, there we go. Boom.
Yeah. And if you turn on the notification bell, obviously, it's the best way to do it because there's so much feed coming in. He posts a lot, but he usually posts a lot of good stuff. Whenever any of our shows go live, we have the week thing, Sunset Ranch, Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Sometimes Jess is on there with us, which I love.
I'm
More,
always like
please.
last minute.
Yeah. No, but you're just like, you just fit right in and it's perfect.
Oh,
Like, and then we have Romanation every Saturday. We're trying to do this morning thing. So, if you want to support us, if you want to like check out the show, just hit the notification bell.
yes. I'm putting in the YouTube. I already did in the X. Rise of Middle America is what it's called. Roma, Roma, but Rise of Middle America
Yeah.
dot
And you
com.
can join the Discord too, and you can
Oh
hang out
yeah,
with us.
y'all join the Discord. It's fun.
hmm It is fun. We get into like crazy conversations, like
Oh yeah.
philosophical ones, technology,
Yeah.
all
You
that
know what?
stuff. And there's people from everywhere.
I haven't hung out in the like public area on the Discord, have I? I don't think I have.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like the regular voice chat.
Oh, voice chat. Okay, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I check in like
That's the
at
one
least
that's like
yeah, okay. It's
the
fun.
regular voice chat is good for everybody, open for everybody. And then like we have the other ones just for like lives and production and streaming and stuff
Right.
because you don't want to be like on and then people accidentally clicking to
Yes.
go in it so they can't see it,
Yes.
for those
Right,
reasons,
right.
so we're like hidden, like can't see us.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Well, y'all have
yeah,
such a good thing going with Rise of Middle America, and I'm just super honored that I can hang out. And
you're part of it.
well,
You are part of
I
it. I know.
appreciate
I
that.
can't. We'll keep saying it to you, like you're one of us.
I love
One
it.
of
I love it.
like even if you come and go because you have like so much else going on and you have this like wonderful like existence, which I always tell you about. Um, you are part of the fam. You are,
Oh, well, y'all are
and you're
really,
always welcome.
really, really good people. So y'all join the Discord. Join. Make sure that you give Elizabeth 213A on X a follow.
Yeah, yeah.
Hit the notification bell, and also on she has a YouTube, like we were talking, and it's Elizabeth 213.
To it. Yeah,
Correct. So
yeah.
youtube.com slash at symbol or youtube.com slash c slash ELIZABITTY 213.
Oh wow, that's good. I could never remember all of those forward slashes. That was good.
It's all good. So make sure you give her a follow. And if you're not already following me, you're welcome to. Hit that notification bell. Although I wish that they had a notification bell just for live streams versus posts and you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because people
That actually
I
is a good
I
point.
know that people mute me because they're like, oh, I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't blame
Like
them.
every post.
Yes.
No, 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 no. That's actually really good point.
Yeah, I wish that they would have it for separate like spaces. Like I don't need everybody to know where I am all the time, what I'm doing, you know what I mean? Like I don't think that
Like
everybody
every single like
every single
whatever.
thing, everything, every reply, every like no.
Yeah. It
Nope.
doesn't.
Uh,
You're right.
No
That's
one needs that for
crazy.
anybody in my opinion, but anyways,
Mhm.
moving on.
Mhm.
Still love the X platform. Thank you. Uh
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
we
I
love
do. I
X.
actually really
I
do.
do too.
But every once in a while, like I'm sure they'll tweak it and they'll do stuff
Yeah,
for it.
it's improving.
Maybe it'll come with a new package that they're bringing in February
Oh, I didn't
with
know there
all
was a new
the
coming in February. You got some
yeah.
alpha?
So February they're supposed to be launching the like the X. I forgot what they call it, but it's like where you can have it like on YouTube where somebody can go through your library of videos
Oh.
and stuff like that, and
Oh.
it's more
Oh.
creator friendly. Yeah. So
Oh.
that's supposed to happen.
That's a big
Um,
deal. Oh my gosh, Jessica Kirsch, I didn't know about this and I'm very excited about it. Yay.
yeah, I'm trying to look for the freaking thing so I can give the actual name. But anywho, so I'm excited and
I'm so
um
behind.
it would be really cool if they can update that, because like I know I'm saying this like over and over again, but that is a really really good point, because if you think about it, more people would be inclined to press the notification bell if it wasn't for, like, that it's going to be every freaking thing. my
Everything.
my phone buzzes every 5 seconds
See, that's the
because
thing.
I have a few different notifications on.
Yeah. I mean, people are like, well, I only have notifications turned on for three people. Well, I come from YouTube where I subscribe and hit the bell for everybody, because that's
Mm-hmm.
like what subscribe and hit the bell, subscribe and hit the bell. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's what you push.
yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I do it automatically. I don't even think about it. I don't have notifications turned on my phone in general, but I'll do like short spurts where I turn them on and
Mm-hmm.
then I have to turn them off because I like can't handle it.
Yeah,
Oh, here comes
it
Mars.
gets nuts.
It gets
Hey,
nuts.
Mars.
Even my brain has enough thoughts in it already. It doesn't need all
Mm,
those extra ones coming at me. I have to like be able to process them at the time. So when I'm ready to
yeah.
process, I'll turn them on. But anyways, I don't want to keep you, Elizabeth or Biddy. Biddy, Biddy, Biddy,
Yay.
Biddy. Thank you so much. This has been such a pleasure.
Yeah, I had a great time. You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And hope you get some rest and the big
I,
day. It's the big day. And
I'm gonna be doom scrolling.
yeah,
Yeah.
so am I. You know I am too. I'm gonna put my PJs on, maybe make some food, and then get in my bed and start scrolling. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you're on YouTube
Thank
or if
you,
you're on
guys.
X, know that we love you all so, so much, and so does Mars. And until next time, it's going to take me a second to turn this off because there's like 8 different orifices. And Biddy, I'll
Oh
see
yeah.
you in a couple of hours, probably.
Yes, yes.
All righty. Good
Hi,
night. Bye,
everybody.
everybody. Mwah.
Bye.
Jessica Kirsch coming to you live. Now it's Monday, January 20th, 12:07 a.m. Central Daylight Time in Brownsville.